time.
Peace.
Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all I have for you right now. Don't worry, we're going to queue up another live stream here in a little bit. Go ahead and provide some remarks in the comment section. Let me know how long were you guys watching for this evening? 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, the whole time? Let me know. Also, let me know what was the most entertaining or most educational portion of tonight's broadcast. We had some interesting callers, that's for sure. Some interesting callers indeed. Shout out to the solid ones, but when I make that stink face and say interesting callers, I'm mostly talking about the Caribbean crowd who wanted to chime in on our heritage for some reason. I mean, that was so strange. That was so strange. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Term says, W Tyrone, see you later, Mike. Hey, see you later. 5060 says, you're great, Mike. Props. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. Vance of Black Jaguar's been tuning in for 3 hours. Okay. Shout out to Star Walker on TikTok. She's been tuning in for 2 hours. Shout out to Hula. She's been tuned in the whole damn time. Okay, go ahead, Hula. Go ahead, girl. She said, I'm here the whole time. Sonia Young says, I got on around 3 p.m. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, again, I'm going to end this broadcast. I'll be live again. Shit, I'm addicted to this. I'll probably be live within an hour, y'all. Give me an hour. Let me DoorDash some food, play a match real quick, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Term says, I think I watched for about 2 hours or an hour and a half. The re-education over the same stories that need to be normalized never gets old, so that's my favorite part as usual. Yep. JR says, much love. My family is Sue, copper colored / red, and various shades of brown. That's what's up. That's what's up. HTD Mom, always nice to see you in the chat. HTD Mom says, I came in a little late, but I've been here at least 3 hours. Well, shout out to you guys. And let me know, are you guys watching from work right now? Or some of you guys retired? Some of you guys stay-at-home parents? I know some of y'all got to be clocked in listening to me on the earbuds, okay? Hopefully, for the folks that are working, I've made your work shift pass a little bit faster, a little easier, okay? Sonia Young 50 says, I think the most interesting thing about this live are the details. Hey, okay. Shout out to Empress. You're welcome. Sonia says, thank you for teaching us how to be more critical thinkers about this. Yes, that's what it's all about. You guys are going to run into Asians, Africans, Europeans that are going to try to dictate heritage to you. And above all else, if you watch me, I'm going to give you tools, ammunition, so that you know how to deal with these people. The burden of proof is not on you. It's on these fucking foreigners coming to us, trying to tell us where we're from. Don't nobody get to knock on your door, solicit you, and demand you to speak this language or to do this or to do... No, motherfucker. The burden is on you. And I guess you didn't see that no soliciting sign in the yard, huh? HTD Mom says, I work from home. Nice. Same here. Sonia says, the Alex Haley part blew my mind. Yeah, a lot of elders were raised on that roots propaganda. A lot of y'all, your families really set y'all down like it was the Super Bowl and you got to stay up late even though school was the next day so that the whole family could watch Roots and stuff. And it did a hell of a thing to pull the wool over our eyes. So yeah, it's time to reverse the propaganda. Trey's Trucking says, wishing I wasn't driving. I would have been more active. Oh, it's all good. And Trey, actually, go check out my channel, Mike TV. I've got hours and hours of content. A lot of truckers love my Native Black American playlist because you can just hit play, and I'm telling you, I have hours and hours and hours and hours of content. Come on. If you need something to listen to while you OTR, go ahead and check out the YouTube channel, Mike TV. And that goes for everybody who's late to this broadcast, didn't catch the full thing. You can always watch the replays of these broadcasts on Mike TV. TikTok doesn't really let you watch replays or things of that nature, but come over to YouTube, and that's why I broadcast on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. Damn, Star Walker says I had to watch it in high school. Ugh. They sat you down in high school and made you watch Roots? Shit. That's as bad as when I was in school and the teacher rolled the TV in the front of the class and made us watch the news about 9/11 and shit. Like, just talk about propaganda. Why do some little ass kids need to watch the World Trade people jumping from the towers? Because it's propaganda. You know how many people signed up to be military service members and then went over to the Middle East fucking up people and butchering people and shit on behalf of 9/11? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You see what you guys are talking about on YouTube. Term says W Munchies. Yeah, I got the munchies now. Lil Poof says see you in an hour. Yeah, I'll be back. Danza Black Jaguar says your archive is very helpful for my project. Hey, that's what I'm here for. Definitely check out the archive. Lil Pooh says, I love that you do not allow people to lie and dictate a narrative. Absolutely, absolutely. And when we hold them to the burden of furnishing receipts, sources, you know how they get so insecure? But Mike, why are you cutting me off? But Mike, why are you muting me? But Mike, why are you demanding that I substantiate my claims? All right. Okay.
It's a money mover. Testing.
Okay.
Testing.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Hold on, the chat's moving fast. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Okay, yeah, no, I'm caught up. Rand says, I knew it was something when I kept getting stuck doing my genealogy. Exactly. If you got European ancestry, you can trace that to the 1400s with ease. If you descend from reclassified, detribalized, and ancestors made victims of paper genocide, oh, it's hard just to get to the 1800s. Let's talk about it. They burnt libraries, burnt archives, all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. But you know what? We got somebody coming through with a buzzer beater. We got somebody backstage on YouTube. Miss KL, go ahead and unmute yourself. Let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
Hi. I'm calling in from
It's Money Buddha for presentation. All back to a unit BFI.
I have to commend you for
Contact.
let me turn this off.
Hit the deck.
Sorry.
Hold on. You said you calling in from Delaware?
Hit the deck. Contact.
Oh, I think I lost her, y'all. I think I lost her. Jess Keith says, man, the library in Alexandria was burned down where my grandmother was born. Yeah, that's how they do it. Okay, Miss KL, you're back. Did you say you're calling in from Delaware?
Yeah, I'm calling in from Delaware. Yeah.
Hey, this is how deep I get with the receipts. Do you know who Delaware is named after?
No, who?
The European Lord of War, Duke Delaware.
Yeah, all of these colonies, we've been colonized, so.
Lord of War, Delaware, was sent there by the crown to beat the indigenous population into submission and make them accept Christian conversion. He was so successful in beating them into submission that not only did they name the territory Delaware, but they even renamed the Indians in the area as Delaware Indians. They did not originally call themselves Delaware Indians.
Or Indian either. That's the term that the European gave them. But, you know, the whole world is, I would tell it, I'm going to
contact all units engaged. All units hold the battle lines and engage the enemy. This is not a drill.
So I was talking to him.
We will not go quietly into the night.
He thinks because I have a certain grade of hair, and that, you know, because I have what you call Afro-4C here.
Back, all units engaged. Get off on the goddamn ground.
So in his mind,
this is not a drill.
He sees it as
from the enemy.
You too, and I say, listen, on my driver's license,
I'm moving up to Bravo, preparing to secure Bravo. All units be advised. Breaking off.
Native American.
Going into the facility.
And I I said the problem with this whole world is that they
Making contact in the Bravo.
certain complexion and
Multiple bogeys inside the Bravo. Contact.
belongs to certain
Illuminati.
groups.
Goddamn Illuminati in the goddamn Bravo. Gas mask on. Agent Orange is present. You got Agent Orange inside the facility.
Basically conveyed or communicated to the world that the oldest bones found in America was so
one down. Contact, reload. I'm blind tourniquet.
And it was a woman.
The blind tourniquet.
So, yes, the oldest bones found in America was so-called Negro bones from a woman. So, we don't understand that,
Reload, Bravo is secure. I repeat, I am secure, Bravo.
Migrated
this is not a drift.
from, Asia, Siberia.
Fire wheel on that main gun. Look like the main gun.
So, like, that whole situation is a mess. There's a document.
Reload. I'm gonna get some fresh air. Taking gas mask off, breathing.
When I find it, I'll email it to you. Where
I got man down, Marine down. Get up on the ground, Marine.
Like what we now know as the Asian-looking group of people, or the ones that look close to white. They were labeled Native American.
How you down again, brother? Get on the ground and go to the Agent Orange.
And allow them to
he's camping in the fucking corner.
The people that were on the darker side with the 4C here or any.
All you to be about is got terrorists. Terrorists inside the Congo.
Or Afro-ish hair, they were labeled under the.
Spawning on Alpha, securing Alpha.
The natives, the actual natives were labeled Negroes, black, colored, and
damn it, there's too many niggas down on the ground. Get up off the goddamn ground.
Our cousins, we do share some genes, but
sitting on the main gun.
I'm not from there. I'm from America.
The present fire.
I've never been to Africa a day in my life. And yeah, they say that we share DNA with them. Well, everybody shares DNA with us. It wouldn't be no other.
Wait, real quick. We got somebody in the chat on TikTok, History Buff BC. You've got like 30 seconds to request to join and call in. Otherwise, you'll just get kicked. I mean, I don't know why you would promote misinformation in my chat comment section, but not have the gumption to join the panel like so many others and promote your theories vocally. But go ahead, sister. What were you saying?
Yeah, and so we just need to get out of. People need to learn how to do more reading and research, and have to really sit down and critically think about what happened. We integrated. We were nationalized.
Reload. I did. I took scrap metal to the chest. Get up off the ground, Marine.
Yes, we read their books. Let's go. We weren't.
Look at this.
We weren't even
Look at the archaeology real quick. Hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off.
I'm
image on my screen.
I'm smoking out. I got you, brother. I'm coming for you, brother.
Surgical borings in the skull from Veracruz, Mexico, dated 300 to 600 AD.
Hang in there, brother. I'm down. Grenade.
But they say that we ain't got no archaeological evidence.
Grenade.
But the bones
spawning in on vehicle.
National Geographic disclosed to the world that the oldest bones found on this continent was a quote-unquote Negro, quote-unquote black woman's bones.
Oldest DNA was Albert Perry from Florida, who moved to South Carolina.
Yeah.
National Geographic says it was a woman in America. Her bones that predates even his bones. It was a Negro bone, so-called Negro bones that predated the
You just push up on the Alpha. Hold the lines. I need a present fire. Give me on the main gun. I need sugars on the main gun.
Hey, check out this newspaper article from the Emancipation Proclamation Continental Supplement. The title is
"God damn it, running up on the enemy. Come to your hands."
Of Mississippi. It says Negroes are mentioned among the very
Reload, all time doing units. Push up, be advised.
Stories
Grenade.
have been told of Negroes living with the Indians in the territory of Mississippi.
Get up off the ground, soldier, and engage the enemy.
Led the first
Multiple
white man's
bogeys.
expedition into the New World in 1539 to 1540. Stories of a Negro who was the ruler of
We will not go quietly into the night.
some bases. Many Negroes today are able to trace their ancestry to various Indian tribes of the territory of Mississippi. Some are acknowledged heirs by the state and are waiting their share of the money, which is to be paid to them for land purchased from their Indian ancestors.
But not only that, what I don't like is how they, like, people had to understand how we were declassified and denationalized. You know, like they literally did utilize the paper. That's where the paper bag test came from, where they used that as a way to say who they want to declassify and remove on paper from being heirs to the land.
I got heavy machine guns on the nest. I got a machine gun now. God damn it, I need heavy weapons. Give me goddamn RPGs on the info.
More just means
put a goddamn water, move it.
Someone that was
let me all around.
More just meant someone who's darker than a European but lighter than an African.
Yeah, or even just
enemies all around us.
Like
engage the enemy. Smoke out.
Smoke out. That's a European term that came out of
moving, smoke moving. Watch out, I got shooting flanking Bravo. Pushing up in the Alpha. God damn it, I'm down.
Came out of their languages.
I'm down. The goddamn enemy is all around us.
Our original dialects didn't come out of ours. So, and just in knowing that itself, people should know.
Y'all go subscribe to the channel.
Common sense
God damn it.
To know that
we're live right now. You're live on Jump In.
Utilized to remove us.
Goddamn live. God damn it. I can't feel my leg.
And that's what happened. So they removed the dark.
Oh no, hold on. Remove the Bravo. All tactical units. Swing the Bravo. What the hell you swinging here? Man down. Oh, remove the
in black. Underneath this European caste system. That's what happened.
Man, you motherfuckers, man.
Document. I'm gonna send it to you because I sent it to myself when I found it on the internet. And even the way they write, like that document you read to me, even the way that they try to put clues, or they put clues in these different various articles that they wrote back in the day, you know, about who we are. But they still tell misinformation. They say that we were one of the earliest settlers. No, we are the natives from here.
Wait, hold on. Black Indians don't exist. Oh, wait, okay. But you blacks were early settlers. Wait. No, we're not settlers. We've been here since the beginning of time. Look, here's the proof. Oh, you're right. You guys have been here much longer than we thought before. But really, like at one point, like a bajillion years ago, you migrated from Africa.
No.
They just keep moving the goalposts.
No.
Give me goddamn grenades. Over the line.
And so we've had earthquakes, we've had...
Over the goddamn line. Reload.
On TikTok says, I hope that you ordered your food. Hey, I just ordered my DoorDash, okay?
Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Goddamn
Oh, tactical units, roll, man. So I can get back to you all. But go ahead, sister.
There ain't no walls. There ain't no walls. Go back to that damn land.
That caused the land to split. So if some of us
hold the goddamn land.
People that's in Africa, that's because all of the land mass was together.
God
like,
damn it!
That story that they tell about all of these, like they tell.
Hold the goddamn land.
The nation. I read that when I was in college. you know, they say the total population of people between
Pineapple!
South America
Steering
all the way
wheel!
up
Oh, here's the
to
steering
Canada,
wheel!
to North America, are
Game!
the total populations of people that they brought over here as slaves. So
Hey, earlier we were talking about how they say there's 45 million Black Americans present day in North America, and if it wasn't for Margaret Sanger and the abortion policies, there would really be 20 to 40 more million of us. It'd really be like 70 to 80 million of us. Then if you take away mass incarceration, drugs, you know, all these kind of psyops that the government's ran on us, really we have like 100 million Black Americans in North America alone. That does not include Canada. That does not include Central America.
Man's land. We can't get him.
South America. That does not include the Caribbean. So if we actually look at the total population of Black folks in all of the Western Hemisphere, come on, we are not a minority.
and then not only that, they lied about how the whole slavery story is like one of the biggest lies told. Now, if we were slaves, we were enslaved on our own land.
Enslaved in place. Yes, exactly.
We were not trafficked over here from Africa. They couldn't even make the Titanic boat good enough so that it wouldn't sink back in the day. So what makes you think that they could build boats to travel, you know, out in the sea? Okay, boo-boo, I'm one. My grandson.
Baby, we talking about lineage and heritage. Okay, hush your child. That's about this.
No, it's fun. But yeah, they told so many lies. It doesn't even make sense. People have to learn to be critical thinkers. What happened to us is that on top of being denationalized and everything else, we integrated, and that was one of the worst things we could have did, because then we were forced to read their books that they published in school. And by the way, every 100 years, the original colonists' family members, it used to be the wives, but now the family members actually changed the history books and republished them every 100 years. Every 100 years.
Be right back. Keep going.
So almost nothing that we have read in school is even true. It's just narratives and stories that they make up and publish and write. So we have to read it in social studies or in history when we're in school, or else we won't graduate. And all of that happened as a result of integration. So we got to be able to see the woven patterns into why we're in the predicament that we're in today. It was so many different things that happened to us: the integration, the nationalization, the misclassification, integrating, being forced to learn their curriculums, or else you wouldn't graduate. And then back in the day, during the Jim Crow laws, we weren't even able to assemble amongst each other. We weren't even allowed to do that. So if we wanted to pass anything, it was
outlawed us identifying as indigenous. Walter Lecker and the Racial Integrity Act, they put laws in the books on the East Coast where you can be jailed or fined for identifying as an Indian and not living on a reservation.
Yeah. No, this thing is deep. The amount of stealing that they did.
Yeah, we're holding the lines, boys. Wait to hold the line. Wait to hold the goddamn line.
Understand, as a group of people, just because your hair is Afro-ish, that's just like saying a person that has Afro-ish hair that lives in China is not Chinese.
And there's a lot of them. You're talking about that 4C hair. That's also all through the Pacific, Malaysia, parts of Asia. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're us too. So it's just, I mean, I could go even deeper, but I won't go that far. But the information that I said
Oh
is
my
enough just
God.
for people to sit and think about that. We've been told so many lies. Now, me personally, and many of us, we love our
Oh
Caribbean
my
folk, our African folk. We don't have
God.
nothing against them. They are our kinfolk. But
Well, hold on, they might be your kinfolk. I ain't got no Africans on my family tree.
no, what I'm saying is that okay, you're Native American from here, right?
Let's go get Creek Nation. Yep.
Yeah, so you don't have no Africans per se in your family tree. Neither do I. But what I'm saying is that, we have
So
some.
how are you making the claim that there are kin? That's the part I don't understand.
Well, our kin, like, we have some of the same features. So that's what I'm saying.
But just because some people have similar features doesn't make them kin. Kin means family.
Well,
Kin means blood relation.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that too. But we share some of the same characteristics, DNA, hair type. That's what I'm saying. So we have some of the same phenotype. So that's what I mean. Like,
and in some cases, in some rare examples, we do have similar phenotype. But by and large, I got Africans who call into me all the time, and they try to say, "Mike, you guys look just like Africans." And I ask them, "Well,
we don't look
what kind
like
of Africans do we look like?" And they can't say. One guy tried to say, "I look like a Nigerian." I pulled up photos of a Nigerian man. I don't look like him. Another dude tried to say we look like Ghanaians. I pulled up photos of Ghanaian people. We don't look like them. Someone said we look like South Africans. I pulled up photos of them. We don't look like South Africans. So, some of them may have coarse hair and melanin, but to say that they share some melanin, that they are melanated people, is different from saying that they're kinfolk.
Oh, you in the reloading engaged. This is Money Buddha. I'm making contact with the enemy of real behind enemy lines.
We have the same, some of the same.
Where's my squadron at? I need squadron on Bravo. Move up on my position.
Hair texture, like the 4C hair texture.
We're going in behind enemy lines. Special operations division.
And that's what I mean. But
God damn it, I'm going in. Where's my squadron? Found on my position. I'm entering into the facility. Lima, hotel.
Native American blood.
Authorization entering in. I'm entering in the facility. I'm going stealth up. Securing Bravo.
Whatever clearances I
entering into Bravo. Securing Bravo. Hold it down. Hold down the facility.
And I don't live on a reservation. I probably don't even have the cell phone if I lived on a reservation.
Reload.
Yep, no, I feel it. Well, hey, I'm about to wrap up this broadcast, so go ahead and provide us with some closing remarks.
Reload, engage.
People to become
engage.
To have
all tactical units, push up, be advised, we are moving forward behind enemy lines in the echo. The enemy. Grenade, they coming into the building, grenade.
On this part of the land was
multiple bogeys coming in, multiple bogeys.
Black person's bones, and so that person is.
The units, move up. Who is this? I'm spawning on you. We're going into Delta. I'm down, man down. Moving up on the Delta.
That's it.
Entering in behind enemy lines. Going in behind enemy lines.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I gotta eat some food, burn another J down, and maybe play some Call of Duty real quick. Don't worry, we'll be live again within an hour or so. Make sure to check out the website nativeblackAncestry.com. If you guys are
moving up on the Bravo, securing Bravo.
On YouTube under the
Delta.
TV.
Moving up on Delta, popping smoke. Smoke on my command. You see the smoke?
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Smoke.
Till next time.
They don't want you to remember
pop the smoke on my signal. On my signal, popping smoke.
Quite frankly, you was kings, Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners, raised up the children to worship their images, set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them, and this shit get way deeper than your pigment.
God damn it, I need it. God damn it. God damn it, I'm getting behind enemy lines.
Living in Nebraska.
Okay. And real quick, do you disagree that black
All you do is be
Americans
advised.
are to America?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So I'm mostly opening up the lines for people who disagree. So just hold on real quick. I'm gonna switch over to the other caller.
Oh no, for sure. Go ahead.
And I'll bring you back. Yep. All right. Go ahead and pick up where you left off.
Be advised. Making contact with the enemy, and we are securing Alpha. We will not go quietly into the night.
Yeah, go for him. List them out. What's your first question?
I don't have to say all of them. Yeah, I think you're gonna like this question. Okay. What does it say? My auntie, my mom's oldest sister's husband is a pan and talks the loudest whenever I bring up my Indian heritage. Okay, yeah, this dude's supposed to be what's it called? Not a Hawaiian, a Samoan. Here we go. And his dad's supposed to be Samoan.
God damn it, we got enemy. Goddamn, get off the ground, Marine.
And I tend to notice he don't really, preach about being from his mom's heritage. He just mostly say, I'm Samoan.
Hit grenade.
I mean, we could ask.
Grenade.
Sounds like he's cherry picking what he wants to identify. That's right. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't know. How do you feel about that? My auntie's husband, he's talking a lot. This white man, this big white man, he's wrong because they did. But this white boy speaking the loudest when I bring up my Indian heritage, trying to tell me I'm not Indian.
So your question is, what do I feel about the Samoan trying to discredit your indigenous heritage?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally don't really feel any kind of way. I mean, it's kind of par for the course, right? We've got a lot of people who are hell-bent on trying to convince us we come from Africa or come from another place. I mean, it is what it is, what it's going to be.
What do you think I could tell him, though? Like this white dude, trying to tell me I'm not.
I would tell him nothing. Mike isn't having conversations with white dudes trying to convince him that I'm really an Indian. Why do you care what some white Samoan thinks about your heritage?
Okay, that's true. I don't care,
I mean, it's his opinion on your heritage making you money? Is it feeding your family? No. Is it helping you advance in your...
Smoke out and ain't paid. Smoke out and ain't paid.
Okay, I feel you.
We're going in behind enemy lines, moving up on
I wrote a whole bunch of questions there, and that was one of them.
Yeah, well, go ahead with your next question. You have the floor.
Okay, we don't have to go with...
Be back on fire on me.
My mom and her Mexican husband...
Give me some fire on my producer.
...are good for the country. My mom said because they are good for the country. Her husband said because all the people who work in the fields are Mexican.
Number 3, I got 3 down. 3 is down. Moving up and engage.
I don't really...
Hold the
again, I really don't think anything of it. I mean, your mom has a Mexican husband who's trying to promote that Mexican immigrants are good for the U.S. I mean, he has a vested interest in promoting that claim. He's a Mexican migrant. He's an insecure migrant. I mean, there's a lot of migrants out there. Shabuzi, the migrant country singer, cosplaying as a black American all the time. He just tried to say some shit about immigrants build America. I mean, immigrants have a weird inferiority complex where they know they're in a land of milk and honey and everything sunny. They know they really have no right being here, so to try to rationalize and justify and try to seem like they're a net positive to the society, they'll say some shit about, immigrants are building, without us immigrants, what would you do? If us Mexicans weren't picking strawberries, your society would collapse. I mean, next question.
I need backup on Alpha. Put it up in the engage.
You got a very interesting family, to say the least, but go ahead. Next question.
All right. Yeah, I was just thinking of like, you know, questions or like stuff that, I don't know, these might not be good, you know, but like people that come on your channel, they be saying some stupid stuff. I'm like, dang, they could have wrote a question down and stuff. They didn't watch none of this. The Blake the Mentor, the you know, the whitening, the Major La Raza, they come in and like you basically what they ask with like little, you know, little stuff that you went over. I'm like, dang, they really wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But,
well, you have any more questions? Go for it.
let me see. Okay, yeah, there's different governments, right? State government and federal government. You know, like which one classified us, or like they both? They both in on this?
Both? All colonial governments. I mean, it's not like the state didn't reclassify us and the federal government did. I mean, all colonial authorities played a part in the reclassification, whether they were a religious authority or a military authority or an economic authority. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Does do any Indians have like their own government? I thought they did. I wasn't sure.
Not really. They play some legalese and claim that American Indian tribes are sovereign, but after the Curtis Act, tribal governments were dissolved and we were forced to assimilate and adopt a European form of government.
More your books, you probably go into it, you know, a lot.
Shout out to the fitness. He said, just get the book. Go ahead and cop the book, brother. If anybody's wondering about the book, you can find it on nativeblackancestry.com or just publish a new ebook, Reclassified, 5 Centuries of Paper Genocide, How Race Was Used to Erase Native Black Americans. The book's on sale right now for $47, hardcover and paperback, coming soon. But yeah, go ahead and drop us with one more question, and then I'm going to see if anybody else wants to call in.
You know what, I like that calendar that you dropped, you know, with the faces of the moon. That thing's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you also, did you say there was like an Indigenous Day in February?
Not really.
Can you tell me like a little bit?
I'm pretty sure there are a couple holidays. There's like Indigenous People Day, Native American Day, or Indigenous People Month, Native American Day. I don't know, but yeah, you can just kind of Google federal holidays to figure that one out. If we're talking more so like ancestral cyclic veneration, our New Year cycles were more so around August, you know, with the ripening of the harvest of the corn. But yeah, no, I don't know the exact dates of Indigenous Peoples Days or Native American Day or month or whatever. I don't really follow federal holidays like that, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, what do you do on these holidays?
I do the same thing I do when it's not a holiday.
Okay, I'm good. You don't kick it with your family or nothing? I'm a barbecue.
I mean, if it's Thanksgiving or something, then, you know, we all kind of have a obligation to see family on the one day that they have school or work off. So, you know, see how they kind of force us to acknowledge their colonial shit, right? But no, for the most part, no, it's just another day to me. It's like the intro Pinky and the Brain. I'm not sure you ever see it. Said, what are we gonna do today? The same thing we always do. Try to take over the world. What are you doing on this? What are you doing on Valentine's Day, Mike? Same thing I'm always doing. Spreading indigenous history. I mean, it's another day.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for calling in, brother. It was nice chopping it up with you again. Don't hesitate to call in the future.
All right, yeah. Definitely will talk to you again. I'll be back to watching the show, man.
Yeah. Till next time. And I think I saw somebody in the chat on YouTube, Cantrell, saying they want to call in. Well, there is a call-in number above my head. Shout out to the folks on TikTok dropping gifts. I'm really bad at acknowledging your gifts, so bear with me. But I appreciate all the hearts and the stickers and the gadgets and Gasmos and whatever they're called. Thank you for the support. If anybody's new to the broadcast, this is a live call-in show. I'm hoping that people who have questions or disagree. Let's see who we got on the line.
Call from
Cantrell.
All right. Cantrell, where are you calling in from and what's on your mind?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I just want to see if I can hear myself talking on this live. So
Wait, real quick. Do you have a disagreement?
I wouldn't say a disagreement. I'm actually learning about this stuff.
Okay, hold on. If you don't have a disagreement, hold on a second.
call from
Caller, are you there?
Yes, this is Jolie the Tavern, Mike.
Right. And are you calling in with a disagreement?
No, I'm calling with agreement.
Okay, hold on. Hold time. This show is mostly for people who want to debate and disagreement. So if you want to stay on hold for a bit, I'm going to get back to the previous caller, and then I'll come right back to you. All right, caller, you're back on the air. Go ahead and lay it on us. Can you hear me? Nope, I guess we lost him.
You can hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm learning this stuff currently about the whole indigenous history.
Yep.
I wouldn't say I disagree with it at all. Just because I'm learning. But I just wanted to ask a few questions. And it's simply because, like I said, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I started to learn about the burial mounds and stuff that they have here. I mean, it's just a lot of deep things that's coming to the surface. So the question I had is,
The enemy have taken more objectives.
what are your views aligned with? Because I know that from what I've seen, you register with reservation, Indian reservation. I believe that's what you register with. And you know that black people have indigenous.
Hold on real quick. Time out. There's a lot of background noise. It's kind of hard to hear you. Did you just say something about I'm registered with the reservation?
Yeah. So I was.
Well, let me correct that first and foremost. I never registered with a reservation. I obtained citizenship with the tribe of my ancestors.
Okay.
That's a big difference between registering for some reservation. Matter of fact, I've never been to my tribe's reservation, let alone registered for it. But, all right, go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah, so I was asking what are your views aligned with? Like, do you identify as Christian? Do you identify with any religious background? Can you just explain, like, how did you discover that your ancestors were indigenous?
Okay. Well, that was a lot to unpack. You asked if I was Christian, if I worship any spiritual system, how did I find out my ancestors are indigenous? Let me take that bit by bit. No, I'm not a Christian. I don't identify with any colonial spiritual system, whether Protestant, Catholic, Mormon, anything in between, insert here. As far as how I found out about my indigenous ancestry, I found it out by researching it, by doing my family's genealogy. I didn't find out my great-great-great-great-grandfather, Thomas Jefferson Adams Harjo, was the Chief Justice of the Muskogee Creek Nation until I researched it. I didn't find out that my ancestors walked the Trail of Tears and were forcibly relocated from the southeast to what would later be Oklahoma. I didn't learn that in school. They taught us that the Trail of Tears were some other people, some Asian-looking folks. So when you ask how I found out about my ancestors' indigeneity, it's by research. That's the way we find anything out.
Well, what I'm saying, what sparks you to want to learn this type of stuff is what I'm asking.
Our forces control.
Because I always knew that something didn't sit right with mainstream history as it relates to the origins of Black America. Because I always instinctively felt I had indigenous ties to this land. Because I saw that my community was force-fed an African label and an African heritage, that wasn't something natural to us.
Okay. Well, I'll ask this last question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Oh, no, you're good. I'm just more so trying to like understand why you're asking these questions. Like, are you just curious about what religion I have and how my family found their indigenous, or like, is there some underlying point that you're trying to get to or trying to make? Or
well, it's not an underlying thing. Like, I don't have an angle that I'm coming at this because I have like somewhat of a similar perspective towards everything. So most of the stuff that you are talking about, I've learned this stuff and I believe it, but I have a different perspective from you. So
okay, so how do you think your perspective differs from mine? Now we're getting somewhere.
Well, okay, so my focus is around like, you know, I'm a Christian, and I don't say that in any type of way. I'm just saying that's my background. So when I discovered the whole indigenous aspect, it kind of threw me in for a loop. But it wasn't.
Why would that throw you for a loop?
Okay, I'll say it like this. It threw me in for a loop because when I first started learning about God and Christianity and stuff like that, my experience was like more personal with God. So it wasn't a thing where I started to believe in Jesus Christ and stuff like that because I just started reading the Bible or something. I had an actual encounter with God.
Okay,
so,
well, do tell more. What encounter did you have with God?
So my story is similar to Moses. Like how Moses how God came to Moses and told him that he's standing on holy ground. Like that. So, and this is kind of full circle for me.
Wait, hold on. You're breaking up a little bit. Did you say something about Moses?
Yes, Moses.
Okay, so how exactly did you have an experience with God? Like, what happened?
My experience with God, it was similar to Moses' encounter with God.
Well, I'm not a Christian, so just assume that I don't know nothing about Moses' encounter with God.
Okay, so I'm going to elaborate just a little better. Moses was walking wherever he was walking at. Didn't know what he was walking on. And God came to him and told him, stop where you are. You're standing on holy ground.
Oh, I got you. So you were walking one day and God told you to stop walking, you're standing on holy ground.
Pretty much.
Okay, and did God say this as a voice, as a sign, as a symbol? What?
So this was God interacting with me through voice.
So you heard the audible voice of God?
Yes.
And did that voice sound like Morgan Freeman?
No sarcasm.
Okay.
But,
no, wait. So you're hearing an audible voice of God. He says that you're standing on holy land. I'm still not seeing how this has anything to do with Christianity. Did God then say, hey, you need to become a Christian?
Okay. So let me elaborate this a little better for you, right? So the picture that you have up front, right? That's an artifact of erected face that resembles a black man, potentially you, right? So our ancestors built monuments in honor of whoever it could have been of high position, whether it be a king, whether it be...
Sir, respectfully, I'm not trying to get into Olmec statues or monuments. I'm trying to understand how you had an experience with God, how this led you to being a Christian, and what that has to do with me spreading the gospel of Black Americans' indigenous roots.
Okay, so when I encountered God, he basically taught me all of the stuff that you teaching right now. He taught it out to me.
So God taught you about racial reclassification, paper genocide, the displacement, and detribalization of Black indigenous communities.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
did he
yes.
follow that up with,
I think
hey,
that's
now
it.
join a Christian church?
Yes.
So basically, he didn't ever say anything about Christianity or anything about.
So how does the experience with God lead to you becoming a part of the Christian sect?
Okay, so I wanted to dismantle this because I feel like you put me in a certain box. So I want to first get out of this box.
I'm not putting you in any box.
You put yourself in a box.
If there's any box, you put yourself in it.
Yeah,
You
you
said
put
you're a
yourself-
Christian.
Pause.
You said you're a Christian, and that
Yeah.
your views are different from mine, and that you had an encounter with God.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to understand what
What the encounter was, and you
how
can't
that led
explain
to you
it.
becoming a Christian. That's not putting you in a box. That's trying to understand the statements you're making.
Yeah. Calm down, brother.
So when you say a Christian is a follower of Christ. So when I introduced myself, I told you that I am a follower of.
We're not going to get into semantics. I don't have the time for it. How did you, hearing the audible voice of God, who sounded nothing like Morgan Freeman, how did that interaction make you become a Christian? Why didn't it make you become a Catholic? Why did it make you become a Rastafarian? I mean, why a Christian?
That's kind of what I just explained to you when I said a follower of Christ.
Next.
You didn't explain that at all.
Next.
There's no religions that follow.
Next.
Let me connect the dots for you.
You need to connect them short, sweet, and in a hurry. Go ahead.
Okay. So
Next.
come to Christ, he has to call you. And he said his sheep knows his voice. So once you hear the audible voice of God, you have to be his sheep to know his voice.
And that audible voice told you to be a Christian.
Boy, I feel like he needs some milk. He needs some milk.
God tell you to be a Christian, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, and are we talking about the audible voice again, or are we talking about some signs or symbols?
So I don't chase after signs or symbols. Jesus Christ is Lord. So when I mentioned God,
Okay, respectfully, I don't have time for this pseudo fuck shit. You're making no sense. You're not answering basic questions. You're doing what most people that are a part of the cults of religion do. They regurgitate a bunch of spiritual, esoteric shit that they themselves don't understand. I was walking with Moses and God talked to me, and he said, you're standing on ground in the kingdom.
Get his ass out of there, boy.
And my think is Indians, but I'm a Christian Indian, and you're not a Christian Indian. Okay. Respectfully, that conversation is so beneath me. I don't even have to get into how your ass wouldn't have known nothing about Christianity if it wasn't for Christianity being used to enslave and reclassify our ancestors. I don't even need to. I'm not even gonna waste my breath doing this. Were you not here earlier when I read through Christian missionary logs where they are reclassifying indigenous people as Negro and enslaving them? Oh shit. This nigga gonna join their camp and tell us that we got it twisted because of this little conversation he had with Jesus or God or the Holy Ghost or the Holy Spirit. I don't know. Sir, please don't join cults. It's not a good thing to be a part of a cult. You don't really get the benefits that you think you do.
Two guys.
It's not
One line down.
And the most fucked up part, the biggest issue, is most people who are in a cult don't know they're in a cult. Because they're programmed to believe that everybody who's not in the cult is an outsider and there's something wrong with them and they need to be shown the way. It's me with that shit. My ancestors was building pyramids long before Jesus ever allegedly walked this earth. Modern Christianity is a mixture of stolen indigenous spiritual systems, but I guess you didn't know that, did you? Look up the parallel between Christ and Waxacotl. Our ancestors was doing just fine before Christianity. Matter of fact, I don't know a single Christian that's built a pyramid. Damn. But our indigenous ancestors was building them all across the world. I mean, the highest level of civilization, engineering, mathematics, high culture would be demonstrated in pyramid building, and I can't think of a single Christian that's erected such a monument. Okay. All right. I lost brain cells listening to him, y'all. I lost brain cells. If this was real life, I would be like walking downtown and he'd be out with his cult buddies trying to hand me a Christian pamphlet, and I say no thank you and keep it pushing. Good God. Let's see if there's anybody else that wants to call in or if we're going to run another replay. Let me see what the chat was talking about. Cantrell says, believe in. I would rather have you educating me without trolling. Why do you want me to educate you? Your God, your Christ, your church, your spiritual dogma has given you all the education you need. How dare you seek education from someone who's not a member of your cult, sir? You would get spanked on your booty by your preacher pastor if you knew what you were doing. He would take you in the back and diddle you after Sunday school like them preachers do if he knew what you were doing, seeking outside education. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Kentrell says, I didn't think this conversation would go like this. I honestly wanted to know what you believe in. Yeah.
Hostiles have secured Alpha.
Sorry, nowhere in this broadcast did it say, call in to pick Mike's brain on Christian beliefs. And it did not end the way you thought it would. Sorry, not sorry. Yaz Design says, did you see all the pyramids they just found in Kentucky? No, I have to look that up. I know there was LiDAR scanning being done in Kentucky recently, but I did not know that they found some structures already.
Numbers are taking a hit.
Shout out to Nikki, I'm doing well. Let me check with the TikTok chat, see what you guys are talking about. Amor says, I was confused. How is this related to American Indians? I mean, the only relation I see is that Christianity was used to infiltrate, subjugate, and convert our ancestors, and this is just a nigga that descends from one of the converted. In the 1600s, his indigenous ancestors got converted, and they ain't put the Bible down since.
Our forces have neutralized Bravo.
Yeah. Amor says, we were doing fine before any Abrahamic religion. Yeah, fact. Oh, we got a...
Call from.
All right, caller, let us know where you calling in from and what's on your mind.
Hey, how's it going? Nate Boatwright. I'm from North Carolina. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks for asking. Lay it on us.
Yeah, so I started doing my genealogy.
Sniper.
I started a little bit before I started, before I taught you on YouTube.
You just wait.
But a lot of information. First of all, I don't have any disagreement, first and foremost. But a lot of information that you're bringing up, man, is pretty deep, and I'm looking deeper and deeper into it. I just wanted to ask a couple questions. Yeah,
we're tracking you out.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so on the Albemarle Sound area, like the southern part, Ascertain County, Elizabeth City, that area, are you familiar with that area?
You said which county?
Ascertain County, Berksey County. It's all the counties surrounding Albemarle Sound, Hereford County.
You're breaking up pretty
area.
bad.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see if I can get something better.
What state are we talking about?
North Carolina.
So you're asking me if I'm familiar with certain counties within North Carolina?
Yes, about the indigenous Indians in that area.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an expert on North Carolina counties and Indians, but I'm very familiar with the tribes and different conflicts. And, yeah. I mean, is there like a more specific event? that you're curious about?
Not really. Not really the event. Well, after looking at your videos, I was looking more of the Americans after they basically, transitioned to the American colonies and created the Constitution and all that. But it pushed me towards the colonial impact that the British had and the French had and the Spanish had when they came to that area. So I appreciate that.
And I'm sorry, I'm being petty. I see Contrail still in the chat, so I'm just bringing up some bulletins showing how Christianity has so many cult-like tendencies. But go ahead.
Yeah. No worries. Do your thing. But yeah, I was trying to see. All right, so after going through my census, I had one of my great grandmothers. They were labeled mulatto, but I was looking at the census and looking at every family around them, and they're all labeled mulatto. Is that a significant sign that they might have been reclassified?
I mean, that's not really a sign that they may have been reclassified. That's evidence of racial reclassification. Before they were called mulatto, they were called something else. And guess what? When they got called mulatto, they weren't always called mulatto. Eventually, at some point in their life, they get called something else. That's racial reclassification right there. You already found it.
Gotcha. Yeah, back to back. So yeah, I found it on my third great grandma on both sides of my family, actually. So I'm gonna keep looking into it. I just wanted to call in and say I appreciate it and ask that question right quick. I'm gonna just keep looking deeper and deeper, but yeah.
Yep. Hey, and if you need any personalized genealogy guidance, check out my website. You can book a one-on-one session with me where I teach the process of tracing your heritage and getting tribal citizenship if that's something you're interested in.
100%. I'm already on my way there.
Yep, most def. Well, hey, thanks for calling in, brother. Take it easy. All right, and before we get on to another recap, let me share with you guys a quick testimonial from one of my recent clients. A lot of you guys don't even know that I'm a full-time genealogist. Y'all be thinking I'm a YouTuber or something. Come on, let's talk about it.
I'm so glad that, you know what I'm saying, I even, you know what I mean, experienced this. I'm glad I experienced you from, you know what I mean, enlightening me from the internet to, you know what I mean, online, getting one-on-one in depth, giving me a lot of information that I can take back to my people as well. And hopefully we could both get everything meshing with everything with the lineage and everything with the genealogy. This is no scam. This is all real. This is a real homeboy that put it down. He mean what he say. He got receipts and he put it down. He stands on business. Straight up. One love.
MIXTYPE TV. He's knowledgeable about his information about the American Indians and how we change our classification over time in the different types of mounds and different rules from the French, from the British. If you want valuable information, you want to really find out who in your lineage and who are the people you come from, I suggest going with MIXTYPE TV. His prices are affordable. He's not like some of these other people out here. I urge, go with MIXTYPE TV.
Come on, y'all, real people, real results. What are you waiting for? Check out the website, nativeblack.ancestry.com. If you'd like to get some assistance with genealogy research. You can also check out this tribal surname tab, where you can see if your family's surnames align with any of the quote-unquote 5 civilized tribes. It's a total misnomer that we get our last names from slave masters when not all of us have ancestors that were even enslaved. I've got so many genealogy clients I do research with, and we find they descend from people classified as free persons of color, free men, folks never enslaved. So where did they get their surnames from? Well, during the process of forced assimilation, we take on different surnames. You can also check out the digital archive. It says 600 plus documents, but now we're at over 800 documents. I personally curated this with a lot of receipts, family photos, newspaper clippings, book excerpts, you name it, all citing our indigeneity. We've got Who's an Indian, Who's a Negro. This is actually an essay written in the early 1900s about how indigenous communities in Virginia were being classified as Negro during the World War II draft. We've got ex-indigenous slave interviews where Black Indians talk about being kidnapped by slave traders taken out of Indian territory. And we've also got Indian slave ads. So definitely check out the digital archive. Beyond that, I did just publish my latest ebook, Reclassified, 5 Centuries of Paper Genocide, How Race Was Used to Erase Native Black Americans from 1492 to 2025. This is a must-have. I got it on sale right now for $47. This takes you century by century on how we were racially reclassified with a lot of primary sources, from religious factions to governmental agencies, colonial entities, and everything in between. And something I haven't really talked too much about lately is I just launched my first course. I've got the Hidden Heritage course that is now live. You guys can check this out. This is a full-fledged breakdown of not just colonization, but taking it from pre-colonization to present day, citing a lot of things that people don't know about, such as the indigenous continuity of our prowess with ball games or musical talent, or some of the unheard indigenous wars that happened where the Black indigenous men were then shipped to plantations as slaves. I mean, there's a lot of history here that I break down in the Hidden Heritage course. I really developed this course of video modules because I got some people who are truckers, they're on the road, maybe you're at work and you're listening, you can't really be reading an ebook like that. So the Hidden Heritage course is made up of video modules that you can go through at your own pace. So definitely make sure to check that out. And this is a quick word as it relates to my course from the chief of the Yamasi tribe, Chief Sekou.
I'm Chief Sekou of the Yamasi Indian tribe. And I want to share something with you. There is a reason this history was not handed to you freely. Not because it doesn't exist. Not because it lacks evidence, but because it carries consequences. See, for generations, we were taught history as something neutral. Dates, names, places, outcomes, all of them. But history has never been neutral. It has always been written from a position of power. And power rarely documents its own crimes honestly. That's why learning from our people matters. Not because we're biased. Not because, for no other reason, we're closest to the wounds. See, this course is not built on rumor, emotion, or internet speculation. It is built on records, maps, laws, census categories, treaties, church registers, and quiet contradictions buried inside official archives. The very documents used to erase us are the same ones that exposes the erasure, if you know how to read them. And that skill, how to read between the lines, is something our historians have been practicing for generations. We learned it because we had it. See, when your name disappears from a map, you learn to follow paper trails. When your nation is renamed, you learn to trace ink. When your ancestors survive under different labels, you learn to listen to memory, especially where the archive goes silent. This course exists because too many people were taught what to think about history, but never how to examine. Think about what I just said. You were trained to trust institutions automatically. You were trained to doubt anything that challenges classification. You were trained to believe that if something were true, it would already be widely accepted. Keyword is training. But history does not move on truth alone. It moves on permission. And there are still institutions, academic, political, and economic, that benefit from keeping certain questions unasked and certain identities unresolved. That is not a theory. That is a pattern. Every module in this course follows that pattern step by step, showing how indigenous civilizations were acknowledged, studied, admired, and then reclassified. How faith became paperwork. How race became administration. How land loss followed the naming. And how that disappearance was achieved without extinction. This is not about replacing one myth with another. It's about removing the blindfold. You're not being asked to believe anything blindly. Not here. You're being shown how to examine evidence with clarity, patience, and discipline. The same way our elders, record keepers, and community historians have done outside the spotlight for decades. Because while some histories are taught loudly, others are preserved quietly. And silence does not mean absence. It means survival under pressure. As you move through this course, understand this. Discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is often the signal that something buried is coming back into view. The goal is not to tell you who you are. The goal is to show you how systems decided that for you, and how those decisions can be traced, challenged, and understood. Once you see the mechanism, once you see it, your story changes forever. So this course is not about the past alone. It is about how the present was engineered. And once you understand that, you'll never again be told that history is so. Enjoy.
Hey, shout out to Chief Sekou of the Yamasi tribe. Really appreciate that foreword that the chief gave. And actually, guys, let me give you a little freebie. Let me go into the course right now. This course is comprised of video modules. You can absorb the information at your own pace. In total, it's 3.5 hours of video content. And let me go through one of the modules to give you just a little hint, a little taste. For more than 500 years, we've been told that Columbus called the people he met Indians because he thought he'd reached India. But that story collapses the moment you check the map to the 1400s. There was no India. It was called Hindustan. And no navigator of that era would ever confuse the Caribbean with the Indian Ocean. So if Indian didn't mean people from India, what did it mean? This lesson traces the lost understanding of that word, how Europe's early explorers believed they had found the children of Israel, and how that belief became the blueprint for redefining us. When the first Spanish and Portuguese chroniclers described the peoples of the Americas, well, they didn't just use Indio as a geographic term. They used phrases like uno de los indios, meaning a people in God. The root was not India, it was Dios, God. To them, these were not pagans, but descendants of an ancient covenant, people who had crossed the sea somehow. That is why Columbus, in his diary entry of October 1492, wrote, quote, "They would make good servants of God, for I believe they would quickly become Christians," end quote. He wasn't mocking them. He was claiming them, spiritually adopting them into the biblical narrative. Within months of landfall, missionaries were already writing reports titled "The Conversion of the Indians." No one called them Africans or Negroes. They were Indios de la Tierra, de Indios, the people of God's. 45. A passage describing the lost 10 tribes of Israel journeying to a far country where mankind never dwelt, which to theologians sounded exactly like the Western Hemisphere. Jesuit historian Joseph de Acosta wrote in 1590 that the Indians, quote, "may well be of the race of Israel, dispersed long ago," end quote. And Puritan settlers later repeated the claim that the Indians maybe play a match of Call of Duty Warzone, maybe Battlefield 6, shaping diplomacy, missionary work, and even the names Europeans gave the land. Archaeology later uncovered artifacts that fed this conviction, including the Back Creek Stone found in Tennessee in 1799, with letters resembling Paleo-Hebrew, the Decalogue Stone and the Keystone discovered in Ohio mounds in the 1860s bearing Hebrew inscriptions of the Ten Commandments, and the Los Lunas Stone of New Mexico carved with similar Hebrew script into volcanic rock. Whether seen as direct proof or signs of cultural overlap, one fact remains. European explorers believed the connection, and that belief shaped how they categorized us, not as foreigners, but as fallen covenant people needing redemption. Missionaries documented customs they interpreted as Mosaic, including circumcision among southeastern tribes, Sabbath rest days aligned with lunar cycles, purification rituals involving water immersion, dietary laws restricting pork and shellfish in certain regions, and the use of ark-like chests to hold sacred items during ceremonies. Spanish friar Diego Duran wrote in 1581, quote, "They celebrate feasts, fasts, and sacrifices like the Hebrews," end quote. And to him, the resemblance was divine confirmation. At first, this supposed kinship softened colonization. If the Indians were lost Israelites, then converting them was framed as a family reunion, which is why the earliest missions emphasized baptism and education rather than outright slavery. But when Spain recognized the economic potential of the New World, theology hardened into doctrine, the second D of colonization. And the people once seen as God's cousins were recast as heathens whose souls justified conquest. Religion became paperwork, and salvation became classification. The word Indian survived, but its meaning inverted, transforming from a sacred designation into shorthand for subject, convert, or inferior. By the 1600s, British records in Virginia and Carolina listed Indian servants and Indian Negroes, and the blending of those labels was intentional, replacing spiritual kinship with racial hierarchy. Spanish bureaucracy went further, creating two distinct terms: negros de terras, black people of this land, meaning dark-skinned indigenous Americans, and negros de Guinea, Africans imported through the Atlantic trade. Colonial reports clearly differentiated them, and Governor Ovando of Hispaniola complained in 1503 that, quote, "The Negroes of the land flee to the mountains and teach the Africans rebellion," end quote. A single sentence exposing a buried truth that dark indigenous people existed here before any African ship arrived and often led resistance against the plantation system. Throughout the 1500s and the 1600s, indigenous nobles and youth were taken hostage to be educated in Spain, Portugal, and later the British colonies. Some returning fluent in European languages and theology to serve as mediators. Others never allowed home. Institutions like Harvard College, founded in 1636, began as schools for the education of Indian youth, and its first graduate, Kayla Chisahatamak, was a Wampanoag valedictorian who died soon after. These programs were designed to convert and reclassify, turning heirs of builders into colonial functionaries. As generations passed, converted indigenous families sought survival through name changes, and surnames like Freemen emerged amongst descendants, signaling Christian status and freedom from bondage. A freed man became a free man, not a freed man, hiding an entire genealogy of Native Black America in plain sight. By the 1700s, colonial preachers flipped the original Hebrew theory on its head, claiming Europeans themselves were the true Israelites, the new chosen people destined to rule the land, a reinterpretation that justified broken treaties, stolen acres, and the ideology of manifest destiny wrapped in scripture empowered by deception. Even today, the old identity still echoes in words like hallelujah, amen, and Yah, surviving in early slave-era songs because they were already in the people's tongue. In ceremonial fires facing east, seven-direction prayers, and conch shell blowing that mirror old-world Israelite patterns fused with southeastern cosmology. What colonial Christianity called conversion was often syncretism, ancient memory hidden inside new forms. Understanding this lineage is not about claiming someone else's story, but restoring our own. Because if early colonizers saw the indigenous peoples of the Americas as descendants of Israel, that perception explains why they called us Indians, why they felt entitled to convert us, and how reclassification later erased us. The myth of error hides a truth of recognition. They did not mistake us for Indians of the East. They recognized us as people of God in the West. So the word Indian is not a mistake, but a memorial, a fragment of a time when even the conquerors glimpsed the sacred in us before burying it under doctrine and law. Oh, y'all, let this man cook. That's just a little taste, y'all. That's just a little taste. This Hidden Heritage course is comprised of 3.5 hours of video modules, taking you all the way from Hebrew America and the meaning of Indian to biological terrorism, the 5 Ds of colonization, diplomacy, doctrine, deception, displacement, domination. I even go into the colonial colonization playbook, showing you guys the global pattern compression on how the system that they use to colonize this land is the same system they used in other parts of the world with other indigenous communities. But guys, definitely make sure to check out the course. Right now, I got it on sale for $199. You can also split that up into payments. I do Affirm, Afterpay, all that good stuff. Cantrell is still in the chat. Cantrell said, this is basically what I was asking, SMH. Well, hey, now you know, Cantrell. Go check out the course. I break it all down. But when you come up here just speaking in weird, esoteric Christian jargon, yeah, you're probably not going to get the results you hope to get. Cantrell says, we can debate this respectfully. I mean, if you want to try to call in again and have a debate with me, I mean, you're more than welcome. But I don't know. I think you might be punching a little above your weight class, so to speak. But guys, before I wrap up this broadcast, let me share with you another strange encounter that I had with a live caller. Check this out. We have yet another fucking foreigner trying to come to our country, our house, telling us motherfucker, stay in Greece. Why aren't you in Greece eating fucking olives and shit and touching on little, oh wait, we ain't gonna get there. You know how them Greek get down, right? Y'all know how them Greek folks get down. Wearing the robes and touching on little, oh, y'all know how the Greek people get down. If you know, you know. Wasn't Socrates fucking on a little, oh, whoa. We know how y'all get down in Greece. And we got a first-generation migrant from Greece trying to call in and say, hey, bro, like, I see people and I can just, like, tell where they're from. Didn't he say that verbatim? Didn't he literally say verbatim, I can see people and tell where they come from? And when I repeat his asinine statement, I'm passive-aggressive. So I guess when you curse me out and run away, you acting like a baby-back Greek bitch. Where are you calling in from and what's on your mind?
Yo, what's up, man? My name's Yanni, and I'm calling in from New Jersey.
Okay. And where's your family from originally, Yanni?
Crete, Greece.
From Greece?
Yes.
And so were you a first generation, second generation, third generation migrant?
First generation.
And first generation means you're the first one in your family born in the US of A, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Well, what's on your mind? Lay it on us.
Okay, so I have questions, and I'm not coming off in an ignorant way. I'm genuinely curious because of what I see and hear. So it's just, you know, I'm seeing some stuff. I want to clarify or give some more information on it. The indigenous, the Africans indigenous, or native.
There you go.
Right.
We ain't saying nothing about Africans being indigenous to America.
Right.
Africans
That's
come
what I
from
thought.
Africa. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So, I guess, can I say black? Right? That's fine?
Yeah, black indigenous,
What should I say?
native black American,
Black indigenous.
black aboriginals,
So,
whatever you want.
Whatever, yeah, so people who are black who say that they're from Africa, America.
Hey, so subconsciously you just automatically link black to Africa.
Right. That's what you're trained to do as an American, right?
Exactly. That's what you're trained to do as an American.
Right.
You hit it on the head.
Right. So my question is, I'm just a regular guy. I go around, and now I'm seeing this topic, and so I have questions, and I'd like to hear some more information about why these type of people would be indigenous to America. Because from what I see, I don't see that type of. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's where, based on some things that I have, some information I have, and then I would like to hear some information from you.
Okay.
I don't know if we should start with my part.
Yeah, I think it probably would be best to start with your part because this is news to me. You're saying that
So where
you've
I'm
seen.
coming from.
Yeah. This is very new to me. So you're saying that you've seen evidence or some kind of sources that make you confused about Black Americans claiming Indigenous American roots?
Yes.
And what are those
And
sources?
okay. So basically, from what I see, so I see humans, and I like to look at humans and be able to guess who they are, or what their ethnicity is, who they're mixed with, judging on their skin color, their eyes, their nose, their facial features, and I'm pretty good at it. I can look at someone and say, hey, are you from this island?
Let's not engage in lookership. Let's not say that the man from Greece just can look at someone and automatically tell where they're from. I asked you what sources you have. List of sources.
Right. So initially when I came up here and I said to you, I didn't say I have sources. I said based on what I know, because
based on what you know, where did you get your knowledge from?
So I get my knowledge studying. I look at people I meet. I meet a lot of people through. I meet a lot of people. I mean, so when the Greek guy comes up here and says he sees people, usually someone I can pretty much say where these people are from. Based on
Okay. Hey, and there's a lot of people new to the broadcast, so let me just reiterate what's going on. This caller calling in from New Jersey. He's a first-generation migrant. I know. Really, hold on. And there's a little bit of background noise. So while I get everybody caught up, I'm just going to place you on mute for a second. We have somebody calling in from New Jersey. The caller just said, hey, I'm from New Jersey. And now you guys see why I always inquire as to where is your family from originally, because it turns out he's a first-generation migrant from Greece. And he's telling us, hey, what's up with this Black Indian stuff? I mean, based on what I see, like Black folks aren't indigenous to America. And I ask, well, what's your source? Where's this coming from? And he's like, well, I just see people and I can just know by their phenotype where they come from.
I never said if they were here from not. I never got to that point.
Sir, here's the rules of engagement. When I mute you and I speak, you don't unmute yourself and interrupt me. That's poor decorum. As soon as I'm done with my statements, I will literally say, go ahead, unmute yourself. Continue. So, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you stay on mute. There you go. He's basically saying that this guy from Greece, or really guy whose ancestry comes from Greece, he can just look at people and like a Terminator, he can just analyze them and their nose and know what country they come from. Okay, go ahead and mute yourself. Let us know what else is on your mind.
Wow, so I didn't know this was going to take a turn like that. You really just got passive aggressive out of nowhere, and you made an accusation and said that I said something, and we just...
What did I just say that's passive aggressive? You literally said, yeah, I'm muting you because it's my platform and I'm speaking and you're interrupting. How dare you say I'm passive aggressive when I just repeated what you literally said? Guys, help me out. He literally said, and I quote, this guy from Greece.
I don't know, y'all. It's too hot for TV. It's too spicy. They don't want to let me cook. I don't know what's happening, y'all. I don't know what's happening. Hold on. Let me pick up where we left off.
Are you from? And I said to you, I meet a lot of.
Okay, hey, get everybody caught up. I'm from New Jersey. Sorry.
I never got to that point.
Sir. Here's the rules of engagement. When I mute you and I speak, you don't unmute yourself and interrupt me. That's poor decorum. As soon as I'm done with my statements, I will literally say, go ahead, unmute yourself. Continue. So, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you stay on mute. There you go. He's basically saying that this guy from Greece, or really guy whose ancestry comes from Greece, he can just look at people and like a Terminator, he can just analyze them and their nose and know what country they come from. Okay, go ahead and mute yourself. Let us know what else is on your mind.
Wow, so I didn't know this was going to take a turn like that. You really just got passive aggressive out of nowhere, and you made an accusation and said that I said something, and we just...
What did I just say that's passive aggressive? You literally said, yeah, I'm muting you because it's my platform and I'm speaking and you're interrupting. How dare you say I'm passive aggressive when I just repeated what you literally said? Guys, help me out. He literally said, and I quote, this guy from Greece can look at someone and tell where they're from. You guys heard him say it, right? Can I get some fish or feathers on YouTube if you guys heard him say it? Can I get some fish or feathers on TikTok if y'all heard him say exactly that? But when I repeat what he says, I'm passive aggressive? Okay, whatever. Unmute yourself. Go ahead. Hey, everybody heard what you said.
The way I said it is not like, so I guess you might have took it the wrong way, and I'm not sure why. And I see how this conversation is kind of turning hostile.
Sir, it's not about taking it the wrong way. It's very disrespectful for a foreigner to come to our country and think that he can visibly tell people based on lookership where they come from. That's rude. That's disingenuous. That's distasteful. But that's neither here nor there. I was just trying to get your sources so that I can share with you my sources, and you already let us know you have no source. Your evidence is what you see in your suggestive reality. That's your source.
I'll just jump to the source part.
There we go.
Okay. Right, I'll just jump to the source part. And we know, for example, people with wider noses come from humid climates, and we don't find these type of climates in America. We also don't find
We don't find humid climates in America.
You're a pussy, bro. You're a pussy. Fuck you and your life.
It's not that I'm a pussy. You're an insecure little white boy that wants to come and dictate heritage to us because you think that people with wide noses come from humid climates and there's no humid climates in America? What is he talking about? Guys, apparently the Americas has no humid climates. There's nobody with wide noses in America, guys. I'm a pussy. I'm passive aggressive. Clearly, you're infatuated with us, our indigeneity, and your colors just showed through. You just exposed yourself. How can you say I'm passive aggressive when you literally just crashed the fuck out and fled the stage? That's passive aggressive. Don't come up here acting like a little bitch boy. And the crazy part is, if he could have gave me a source, I could have gave him a source. If he could have said, Mike, here's a book that says all people with wide noses come from Africa, then I could have gave him a source to counter that. If he said, Mike, here's the name of a researcher, of the academic that says that there's no humid climates in America, then I could have provided a source to counter that. But we couldn't even get there because his opening remarks were predicated off of what he thinks based on what he sees. All right. And the confusion lies in this. You think somehow I'm being rude by muting you. You think somehow I'm being rude with the way I'm engaging with you. But let's call it what it is. We have yet another fucking foreigner trying to come to our country, our house, telling us motherfucker, stay in Greece. Why aren't you in Greece eating fucking olives and shit and touching on little, oh wait, we ain't gonna get there. You know how them Greek get down, right? Y'all know how them Greek folks get down. Wearing the robes and butter chicken, the solid. Y'all know how the Greek people get down. If you know, you know. Wasn't Socrates fucking on a little, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We know how y'all get down in Greece. And we got a first generation migrant from Greece trying to call in and say, hey, bro, like, I see people and I can just like tell where they're Didn't he literally say verbatim, I can see people and tell where they come from? And when I repeat his asinine statement, I'm passive aggressive. So I guess when you curse me out and run away, yeah, that's what he said on my phone. Back Greek bitch. Okay. Okay. I got it. We've got so many people backstage waiting to speak to me.
Yeah, I went out there checking my car and giving a little breathing.
Because we're trying to get to sources, and we're not going to let you babble about what you think people are based on what you see.
You never know.
Hey, let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Because I got to wrap up this broadcast.
It's more so about niggas touching that shit or bumping into and stuff like that.
The South gets very hot and humid, and that's where we're from. Yeah. Hey,
we don't know how to implement that form.
Parts of the Americas. Okay. All right. Yeah, Jay Barton says, I lose it every time you call someone a bitch boy. You know Mike's about to go off. Shout out to New Earth Empress says, I can't wait for my consultation.
You're going to be in North Carolina somewhere.
Forward to connecting with you. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. But I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, Brandon, been Brandon now. Nigga, tell that nigga I'm in my hand to get his bag in the ground.
Lots of research material in the digital archive. I've got a whole book list on the website as well.
I'm ready to both of you niggas.
The tribal surname tab. Go to the website. Go to the website. Go to the website. and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners, raised up the children to worship their images, set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them, and this shit get way deeper than your pigment.
Fuck man doing? Playing kickball. He typically the all-star kickball player, nigga. Over the kickball nigga used to kick that joint over the fence, nigga be popping the ball.
Many know about slavery, but few discuss paper genocide. We did not all come from Africa, and most of us have Aboriginal roots that were stripped away due to reclassification and miseducation. As a native Black American,
nigga try to run you out and shit and then tap the ball. What you think
tracing your lineage. If you want to learn how to trace your genealogy and apply for tribal citizenship, go to nativeblack.ancestry.com to schedule a consultation.
They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners, raised up the children to worship their images, set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them, and this shit get way deeper than your pigment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. Make sure to hit the like button on the way in, subscribe or follow. You know the drill. Today we're coming with another impromptu live stream. I'm going to open myself up for...
Nigga, you fucking... This is one thing I know. The skinny people have the worst diets ever.
We know that everybody in the mama is obsessed with Black Americans. I mean, folks be starting a whole social media.
Bananas and what you eat, dietary consumption.
Heritage, our lineage.
Well,
so let's give them the opportunity to call in.
Well,
there's a lot of folks out there claiming that Black Americans have some kind of identity crisis. That we're ashamed to be African. Well, where you guys at? Call in. Because the way that I feel on the matter, I mean, my thoughts on the matter are very, very clear. Extremely clear. Painstakingly clear. Let's talk about it. For the folks who are watching on... for the folks watching on TikTok, you can already see the prompts on the screen. For the folks watching on YouTube, you cannot yet see the prompts. So read it for you guys on YouTube. Give me just a second. Give me just a second.
Hey.
The prompt is the same prompt we've been using as of late. Let's talk about it.
Okay, what we eating tonight? I just ate me a TV dinner, but that shit wasn't that tasty.
Identity crisis.
The TV dinner.
Americans are indigenous to America. Prove me wrong. Call in.
What's that? What was that? So chicken, I don't know, some Indian thing, chicken something.
Some of you guys are Latinos out there wondering, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
¿Qué? Identity crisis?
I'm hungry.
Huh?
I'm watching this nigga talking about the fucking our indigenous Indian heritage in America.
We do not have an identity crisis.
And how did we not African?
To move to Europe.
All the people.
Sure, I live in London, but I don't have an identity crisis.
And all the people going crazy because they want to keep making us African.
Lord, oh Lord. A couple days ago, I literally had a motherfucking Nigerian calling in from London trying to dictate genealogy to me. We be having fucking migrants in foreign countries trying to call in and tell us who the fuck we are, where we come from.
No little link, look, I already had that motherfucker show going down. And you link, little link.
Call in. Just make sure you say what your chest. Don't be afraid.
I'll call it 2 o'clock market almost full.
Guess what? The only thing you have to answer.
I had to watch it run away from me today, but I'm tired of fucking losing money. Because you just don't know, and I'm tired of not knowing. And this shit, motherfucker, because, you know, I told you, you can easily go up or go down. You don't know, and it looks the same, and this shit going down and up. Fuck around. I didn't buy none of that shit. I bought enough just to make enough money today, but you know, I said I'm done. So we at 1,000.
It doesn't look like we're live.
Just need to make 500 more. I'll probably make 250 tomorrow.
I'll bring you up in just a second. Could come in on Nari or
getting paid, man. I'm tired of this shit. If we try to, I guess, buy an account a day, but that'll be 4 days. The thing is till May, I need to go check that on my phone, because I swear I thought it said March.
genocide.
So I'm gonna go
Not
check
all from Africa, and most of us have
on my
Aboriginal
phone,
roots that
see if
strip
it's
away
real.
reclassification,
If we good to go, then we got extensions on all the projects, then we good to go.
I understand the importance of tracing your lineage.
Because with the March thing is the 18th, so I'll give us a whole nother month.
To schedule a consultation.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm on this last one right here. Hopefully it keep going.
Yeah, my thing, your thing's too loud.
Hold on. I'm turning it down. You can get,
All right. Now we
but
are
you can get the
live
fuck
on
off my
YouTube
phone. Let me
as
see.
well as TikTok.
That's
Let's
easy.
talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let me repeat what I was just saying, since the folks on YouTube didn't get a chance to hear that. There's so many foreigners out there that want to dictate heritage, want to dictate lineage, want to act like they know the genealogy of all Black Americans. And this broadcast is to give you the space and the opportunity to tell us what you be typing about in the chat. Tell us what y'all be talking about on your little TikTok pages. I mean, some of y'all be starting whole social media careers predicated on discussing Black American culture, Black American heritage, the origins of Black America. So when you finally have the opportunity to speak with a genealogist, a digital archivist, a card-carrying member of a federally recognized tribe, descendant of town kings. I mean, guys, when you have the opportunity to speak with someone live and direct,
You know how you can hear it like I feel the headset
you
now.
want to know, because Lord knows you Latinos are infatuated with us.
Yeah.
Lord knows you Africans are infatuated with us. Lord knows there's already people in the TikTok chat right now asking a bunch of questions. Elaborate on this. Tell me about this. This is a live call-in show. I got 3 different live streams going, 3 different live chats. I'm not going to be going back and forth with y'all in the chat. If you have a question, if you're on TikTok, click the request to join as a guest and come on up. The only thing we're going to ask you is where you're calling in from, and then you can let us know what's on your mind. If you're watching on YouTube, there's going to be a StreamYard link posted in the chat right now. Let me go ahead and put the StreamYard link. Nice to see you, Miss 7665 OCO. If anybody's watching on YouTube, click the StreamYard link in the chat, and you can call in. I don't care if you're a detractor, a naysayer, a contrarian individual that thinks Black Americans are wobble pretendians ashamed to be African. Call in, let us know how you feel, how you came to that conclusion, and cite your sources. Just like if I'm going to be up here making claims that Black Americans are indigenous to America, I'm going to share my screen and cite sources. You see how it works? Let's talk about it. The prompt of the evening is as follows. Latinos and Africans have the biggest identity crisis. Black Americans are indigenous to America. Prove me wrong. Call in. And we do already have somebody backstage on the TikTok side of things. Let me see if we can get them brought up here. Let me see if we can get them brought up. Give me just a moment, guys. Give me just a moment. Who's backstage? Who's backstage? Come on, where's my TikTok? Oh, okay, Kaminari. When I bring you up, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
We now have 4 objectives. Keep
Okay.
Hello?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right.
Where are you calling in from?
From my country, Cameroon.
From Cameroon. Nice.
Yes.
And what's on your mind, Mr. Cameroonian man?
Yes, I would like to you to elaborate on the first question of the panel. I don't understand why you say that.
You don't understand what?
Why you say Africans have identity crisis? I don't understand what you mean.
You don't understand what an identity crisis is?
Yes, but I know who I am. I know my identity.
The exception doesn't make the rule. Just because you know who you are, you know your identity, that doesn't speak or disclaim the identity crisis that the rest of you Africans are promoting online. I mean, you literally got Africans in the UK calling themselves Black Brits. You got Africans in the UK right now calling themselves Black British. That's an identity crisis. You got Africans on the continent of Africa trying to cosplay Black American culture. That's an identity crisis. And you got so much background noise, I'm gonna put you on mute while I speak. I don't know why you guys call into a live show, driving and doing a bunch of shit, a bunch of background. Be respectful. minimize the background noise, please and thank you. Africans as well as Latinos have a huge identity crisis. Since you're an African calling in from Cameroon, I'm going to stick to the African identity crisis. Gumster, though, looks like a Latino possibly, so maybe Gumster wants to call in and I can explain the Latino identity crisis. But guys, Africans have this strange thing. And the strange thing is as follows. From across the world, they want to try to dictate lineage to Black Americans, try to convince us that Africa is the motherland, it's the cradle of civilization, and our roots come from Africa and all this. And you know why they try to do that? Because they have an identity crisis, and this is the root of the crisis. The only thing Africans have ever had going for themselves is their alleged kinship to us. Africans globally are despised, spat on. No one wants them in their countries. But while they're sleeping in the floating shanty town, the only thing that warms their heart in the middle of the night is their alleged kinship to us. They think that somehow they're related to us. Somehow they are a part of our greatness. And they're not. And the fact that they try to cling so heavily to us, our culture, our heritage, that speaks to the identity crisis. Hence, the cue card on the screen. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Cameroonian man, hopefully the background noise is minimized. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Let us know what's on your mind.
Yeah, I feel like I'm speaking to a white person the way you're speaking right now. I don't know. You're so upset. You have so much anger.
Let's pause right there. What did I say makes me sound like a white person? I'm talking about Black American indigeneity. I'm talking about Africans trying to cling to our culture. I don't think white people speak on this at all. I don't think white people speak about Africans at all. So first you got to let me know, what did I just say that sounds like a white person? Go ahead and mute yourself.
I don't know if you want to really have a real conversation. You just want to spew your hate, your anger.
Sir, you're right. It's not that I want to have a real conversation. I don't give a fuck about an African in Cameroon. You're calling in at me. I'm not calling in at you. What the fuck you mean? Oh, you don't want to have a conversation? You're right. I don't give a damn about speaking to a fucking African, but you want to talk to me, right? Y'all be calling into our broadcast. Y'all be in our comment section, right? So how dare you try to act like I need to have a respectful conversation with a fucking foreigner who's coming to my house? Take your shoes off, sit on the couch, and speak when you're spoken to. Now go ahead, you have the floor, and mute yourself.
Have a great night.
And you have a great morning or whatever the fuck time it is in Cameroon. Motherfucker said, hey, can you elaborate on the African identity crisis you're talking about? I elaborated. He didn't like the answer. So he said, I sound like a white person. He didn't say, no, Mike, you're wrong. We're not cosplaying Black American culture. No, Mike, you're wrong. We're not trying to dictate heritage to you. No, Mike, you're wrong. We're not trying to tell you guys that Africa's a motherland and you need to come back to your roots. He didn't say none of that. He said, I'm talking like a white person. Okay. Talk about a deflection, y'all. Talk about a deflection. Let's see who the next caller is going to be, guys. This is so interesting, so strange. African in Cameroon called in to me, asked me to elaborate. I elaborated, and his response was, I am talking like a white person. Hey, you Africans are fucking in love with white people, so you should like hearing somebody talk like a white person if that's what I was actually doing. Don't make me be petty and go on Google and pull up all the images of you motherfuckers giving white people piggyback rides through the African bush. Y'all carrying white people on fucking hammocks through your country. Y'all pushing white people on fucking carts and shit, praising them like deities. Y'all are in love with the white man. So it's so strange that he said I'm talking like a white person as if that was like a diss or a slight when y'all are infatuated with white people just like you're infatuated with us. And if you're not infatuated with white people, why do you Africans flee to Europe? Why do you guys move to white Western nations if you don't love the white man? Or say, oh, the fuck are we up here talking about? The first caller of the day is an insecure Cameroonian man. But you know what? I give him kudos. I give credit where credit's due. He is the first African that I've spoken to in the last 7 days That's actually in fucking Africa. Congratulations. Round of applause. We finally talked to an African that's living in Africa. Y'all be calling in from Canada, New Zealand, New York, Louisiana, Minnesota, London, Scotland, Ireland. I finally had an African call in from Africa. Whoa, I gotta look outside the window. Are pigs flying? I gotta check my Cash App. Did Uncle Sam just give us reparations? What the fuck is going on here? An African finally called in from the motherland. Good job. I give credit where credit's due, y'all. I'm serious about that. It's very rare. It's very few and far in between that we actually speak to an African calling in from Africa. And you know what's even crazier about that? About that he's calling in from Africa? Motherfucker, you just got Wi-Fi last week and you want to use that to call in and talk to us, huh? But you don't have an identity crisis. Guys, he called in on TikTok. The name of the live on TikTok is Black Americans Are Indigenous. So you're an African in Cameroon invested in our indigeneity, which is why you're searching out keywords like that, which led you to this broadcast. You are living proof of the identity crisis. Imagine if Nigerians were having a live stream right now on TikTok about Nigerians' ethnic origins. You wouldn't find a single Black American calling in to discuss that with you because we don't give a damn about you, right? Imagine if there was a Somalian community in Somalia doing a live stream right now about the Somalian ethnic origins. We wouldn't be a part of that discussion because we don't give a fuck about you. But you're in Cameroon trying to call into us because you're obsessed. And you're obsessed because you have an identity crisis. You think you're related to me somehow. You think you're like my 8th cousin twice removed or some shit. No relation. We are not related to you. Don't try to siphon our greatness. Don't try to ride the coattails of our greatness. It's not gonna work for you. Just like it didn't work for you right now. Shut him down with these. He said, okay, good night. Oh, motherfucker, don't make me look up what time it is in Cameroon right now. I bet you it's like 5 in the morning or some shit. Hold up. Cameroon time. It's 10 o'clock at night, y'all. It's 10 o'clock at night in Cameroon. And instead of like getting some shut-eye because in the morning he has to walk 5 miles one way to fetch a pail of dirty water, instead of doing that, he's up on the late night trying to call into Mike. But he don't have an identity crisis, huh, guys? Okay. You'll never catch us 10 o'clock at fucking night trying to call in to an African, trying to talk to an African. We don't care about you. Not even a little bit. Not at all. Let's talk about it. This is so strange, y'all. So strange. And you know what, guys watching on YouTube, I apologize. This is my first time trying to be live on the vertical feed as well as the traditional horizontal format. Let me see if I can get my camera positioned a little bit better than this. On the vertical feed, it's looking a little crazy, but whatever. It is what it is, what it's gonna be, okay? While we wait for the next caller, let's get caught up with the chat. Let's see what the people are talking about. Let's see. D Scales says something about Tariq or something. Hey, if you have some comments or some statements, feel free to click the link and call in. That's a very long paragraph. I ain't even gonna attempt to read it. Let me see. Daniel Harris says, damn, you ate him up. I mean, hey. Hey, somebody got you. Bush Baby calling in. Can you elaborate on the identity crisis? Yeah, you guys try to cling to our culture, cling to our heritage. You try to dick ride our accomplishments. The only thing you have going for yourself is your alleged kinship to us. Oh, you sound like a white person. Okay. Do tell more. Do tell more. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got so many people on TikTok. If anybody wants a request to join, go ahead. This is going to be one of my shorter broadcasts. I got an IMAX 3D movie to catch in about an hour and a half. So Come on with it. Come on with
Set
it.
MX 3D.
The TikTok live stream now. Let me see what you guys are talking about on TikTok. Brock says, right, they are lost. Yeah. Y'all are cracking up. Yeah. Let's talk about it. We got some African migrants in the chat comparing Black Lives Matter to the KKK. Guess what? The average Black American doesn't rock with the organization that is Black Lives Matter, funded and spearheaded by George Soros and lesbian women. Try again. Try again. That's like the African the other day tried to tell me some shit about, oh, but there's Black Americans who were Garveyites and Pan-Africans. So the average Black American isn't a fucking Garveyite. We know that Marcus Garvey was a tether-ass agent provocateur, friends with the Klan, friends with Walter Pleicher. Y'all be trying to like big up motherfuckers that we don't even rock with and then act like we somehow rock with them. I mean, it's strange. It's strange, but it speaks to the identity crisis. Yeah, Brock, EBA, everywhere but Africa. Everywhere but Africa. Skeef says, he said we infatuated with them, but he hosting lives about other races. Common sense is your enemy. Well, no, actually, this live is about my community. The title of the broadcast on YouTube is Black Americans Are Indigenous to America, Get Over It. The title of the broadcast on TikTok is Black Americans Are Indigenous. So I'm sorry if you're insecure that my cue card on the screen mentions the African and Latino identity crisis. The only reason why we're even talking about you foreign imbeciles is because you try to graft yourself onto our community. Dumbass. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. Butterfly Blessing says, Lord, he should have known better before coming up on the panel. Got to be more careful. Hey, guys, I'm just giving you a perfect case study how to deal with these foreigners. He asked me a question, I gave him an answer. Instead of trying to negate my claims, his response was, you sound like a white person. Okay, and you sound like an insecure African. Cool. Got it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let me see what else you guys are talking about in the TikTok chat. The TikTok chat is moving so fast, y'all. The TikTok chat is moving so fast. Y'all are saying facts, big facts. Chief says, yes, it's supposed to be the motherland, but they're fleeing from the motherland. Make it make sense. Exactly. I had an African in London call in 2 nights ago trying to tell me Africa is the motherland. I said, if Africa is the motherland, why did your parents move you to London? He said, for economic opportunities. I said, motherfucker, there's 54 countries in Africa. Your family couldn't find a single country out of 54 where you can get shit popping? You know what he said to me? No, Mike, we couldn't. I said, damn, do tell more. Why? He then said, because of colonization. And at that point, I basically laughed in his fucking face because how dare you try to make the excuse that because you got colonized for 40 or 50 years, that's the reason why you gotta move to your opposition's kingdom? Motherfucker, we've been colonized by several different European factions for 500 plus years, and we're still colonized to this day, and Black Americans en masse don't flee America like you Africans flee your motherland. If your mother's so poppin', your mother's so cool, your mama is so warm, your mama does so much for you, why you want to run from your mama? Make it make sense. I'll wait. I'll wait. Stephanie says, facts. They real quiet on this one. Yeah, they real quiet. We got 80 plus people watching on TikTok alone. You know, a vast majority of them are Latinos and Africans, and they're afraid to call in right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. We got Yanni calling in on TikTok. Yanni, I'm gonna bring you up in just a second. Let me get caught up. With the chat. Tamika says, scam is up. We know who he is. Exactly. Up past his bedtime. Exactly. Hey, 10 o'clock. Motherfucker, it's 10 o'clock in Cameroon. You should be going to sleep because you have a Chinese factory in Africa to go work at in the morning. You think I don't know about how the Chinese is running amok in your homeland? Okay. Skeef says, LOL, only reading comments that comfort his anger. Well, since I just read your nonsensical comment, I guess I proved you wrong, Skeef. And I guess you're obsessed with us and too insecure to call in, because why else would you even be here in the first place? And then not only be here, but be here exclusively in the chat. Why don't you call in and say it with your chest? Come on. Let's talk about it. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure to check out my website, NativeBlackAncestry.com. I built it out with tons of historical resources. We've got a digital archive with over 600 documents, family photos, obituaries, ex-slave interviews, Indian fugitive slave ads. You can download these to your computer. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. Y'all aren't seeing my screen. I thought y'all were seeing my screen, but you're not seeing my screen. Time out. YouTube seeing my screen. We gotta fix this for TikTok, y'all. We gotta get it right for TikTok. Who else you know stand on lineage like this? 3 different live streams at the same time. I mean, come on. Let's talk about it. Yeah, we'll do display capture. We'll go with display number 3. Perfect. So as I was saying, guys, go to blackancestry.com. I built it out with a digital archive, over 600 documents, family photos, newspaper clippings, book excerpts, you name it, all citing our indigenous origins. We've even got Black Indians painted in German churches in the 1700s. But motherfuckers want to try to tell us we're not indigenous, but you don't want to go tell the Germans that, right? Let's talk about it. And as always, if you guys need personalized guidance with genealogy research, you can actually access my calendar straight through the website. Schedule a day and time that works for you, and I'll teach you the 3-step process that me and my family used to trace our heritage and get tribal citizenship with the Muskogee Creek Nation.
Just finished my consultation with Mike. A lot of information in a short period of time, but it was very valuable information. I'm definitely excited to get started searching on my genealogy. He has been an awesome resource, gave me a lot of information, a lot of things, a lot of pieces to the puzzle I didn't have. He was able to help me find them, and I 100% recommend Mike and his services to anyone who's looking to crack the code, so to speak, on their genealogy, because there's a lot of how we say fake news going around with this subject, and it's very important that people are able to put the pieces together, because if you don't know your history, you don't know your future. So 100% sign up.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Real people, real results. What are you waiting for? I've even got a book list that I personally curated of most of my primary sources. You can read most of these books straight through my website. So again, it's one thing to get online talking about Black Americans or indigenous. It's another thing to have the documentation to back it, to have the tribal citizenship to back it, to have the heritage and the lineage to back it. Darnell, I see you backstage on YouTube. Your device is not connected. As soon as you connect your microphone, I'll be able to bring you up, but I think I got somebody on TikTok first. Oh, and guys, as a thank you for visiting my website, NativeBlackAncestry.com, you can download a free copy of my ebook, Reclassified, The Hidden History of Black Indians in the Southeast from Indian to Negro. So definitely make sure to check out the website, NativeBlackAncestry.com. And let's get into it. If there's anybody that's new to the broadcast, you see what time we on. Latinos and Africans have the biggest identity crisis. Black Americans are indigenous to America. Prove me wrong, call in. Darnell, we're going to bring you up in a second. First, we're going to bring up the person on
Little
TikTok.
body bag ass. I might do some more reps in front of your rep.
Let me see. Is Yanni still backstage? There we go. Yanni, when I bring you up, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
Matter of fact, didn't you have little 20s? You ain't even got me back.
Yo, my name is Yanni, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
Where's your family from originally, Yanni?
Crete,
Greece.
Yes.
And so are you a first generation, second generation, third generation migrant?
First generation.
And first generation means you're the first one in your family born in the US of A, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Well, what's on your mind? Lay it on us.
Okay, so I have questions, and I'm not coming off in an ignorant way. I'm genuinely curious because of what I see and hear. So it's just, you know.
Nigga. I'll give you a little credit. You can fucking, when I hit you with them Goku strikes, this nigga, boy, you lucky you was trained. Anybody else wouldn't have made it. Lucky nigga. The nigga said, boy, I hit him with that. Niggas same time, block the glee, nigga, the damn shot. You guys can't do that in here. This is a Super Saiyan fest. I wanted to beat that cracker ass so bad. You lucky that was your buddy, nigga. I'd have shot that nigga coming out the back of that job. Hey, you ain't gonna pay man roll a blunt, nigga. You ain't gonna roll a blunt, then go take Pop's car, steal Pop's car, and go get you some JoJo's. You ain't getting no JoJo's. Nigga, but you drinking liquor and motherfucking goddamn look Milwaukee best and shit all day. Ain't gonna fucking goddamn get the Milwaukee best, nigga. Who's gonna get a Milwaukee best on them, nigga? I could go for a blunt though, I ain't gonna lie. I go for a blunt and a bottle of champagne. That used to be my hobby. Nigga, get you a bottle of champagne. You ever cross the street? Cause y'all got some cheap champagne over there. Get you a bottle of champagne from the little Asian little joint. Some little. I know, but it's cheap though. It's not expensive. And that shit was cheap when I was going there compared to what it be up here. That shit like $20. Don't be sipping on champagne with your pinky up on a blunt, nigga. Nigga, I used to stay smoke a blunt, nigga, with some champagne, nigga. Damn, you can put it on in the video. Put the motherfucking bleed in there and try to be like, oh, baby, you can do something. Nigga, get some more glee. Nigga, after I smoke up the glee, I'll go get some more glee while I'm smoking the glee. I'll go smoke some glee just to go smoke the glee, to go get some glee, to smoke some more glee just to smoke the glee. Gotta get a blunt, nigga. You can go roll you a blunt. What I miss is them honey Dutches, nigga. I ain't had a honey Dutch since 06. Yeah, niggas ain't had a honey. Niggas used to try to put the honey. Niggas used to try to put the honey on the Dutch and shit, nigga. Niggas honey on the outside blunts and shit. Niggas smoking honey. Niggas smoking shit back in the day. Only thing I didn't fuck with was the extendable shit. Niggas be trying to put 2-3 blunts together and one blunt and shit. Them Jones ain't wouldn't burn for the shit. That should be a waste of treat. They try to make a tea blunt. Niggas got a tea. They done rolled on two, try to burn that shit from 3 different ends and shit. Niggas used to try to go crazy with that shit. Make it cross, a blunt cross. You ain't gonna fucking smoke all that shit. This nigga coughing and shit in my ear, nigga. You virgin long ass nigga. That's crazy how you still smoking and you coughing and shit. But, you know. Oh, nigga, you're a fucking beach. You're a beach. Nah, you're a beach. You a bitch. That's what I used to do. I smoke all that shit up right there on that bitch fucking table, nigga. While she be staring at me. Yeah, you ain't gonna blow it all over and get it right back, nigga. Real trap Lordian. Real trap Lordian, nigga, blow it all, nigga. Turn around and get it right back, nigga. Right now I'm on my dick. I'm gonna get it right back, nigga. I'm already back, coming back strong. You ain't gonna sit down. You ain't gonna sit down and motherfucker and watch it till it come back. Sit it down, nigga. You ain't gonna sit it. You ain't gonna sit it. Nigga, cause nigga, you ain't high till you get hot, nigga. Then once you high, you need to get higher, nigga. Nigga, be in school high, smoke, take the test high, get high scores, nigga. I'm going to glee, nigga. On the fucking glee, nigga. Come on now, you ain't gonna drop out, nigga. You ain't gonna drop out in the 10th grade on blood gang. On the blood. Yeah, I mean, nigga, I raised all y'all niggas. I wanted to be like the kids so damn bad. I want to be like y'all big brother E-Man. Dude, I got my GED though. I'm smart. Oh, I got my GED. Most niggas drop out, don't get that GED. You gotta at least go get your GED right quick. So you're a McDonald's, nigga. You wanna be an American idiot, man? How about that? Well, yeah, cause it was new classes all across the area. Yeah, boy. I'm fucking with the white boys drinking Yinglings, nigga. You ain't fucking with the punk rockers, nigga. Fucking with them punks, nigga. You ain't gonna drink a Yingling with the white boy. You gonna get a lit with them. Nigga, you ain't gonna get a Yingling, nigga. You ain't gonna be an American idiot, nigga. You know what I mean?
Let's defend the position.
The delete, baby. Them Fosters, nigga.
Keep it going.
Listen in. Hostiles now hold more objectives. Out.
Yeah, the motherfucker will be a nigga. Ah. Get back on that shit. It's time for part 2. My next step, nigga, I'm about to take over. Like, I'm about to run for mayor, nigga. I'm about to be the mayor, nigga. I told you that's how I used to get all the sales, nigga. To get all the sales, niggas be like, yo, you smoking right now? Yeah, you want to buy? And I do deliveries, nigga. I used to deliver too, nigga. Anything before 8 o'clock, nigga, I deliver that dope to you, nigga. Deliver it. I used to be everywhere. That's when I was going super crazy. I mean, one time I was all the way in Southeast fucking selling some shit to somebody. I was like, he's like, I'm gonna meet you by the park. I'm like, nigga, I'm already at the park. I've been watching you. That's another thing, nigga. I'll be there for like 30 minutes ahead of time, smoke a blunt, and then watch the whole scene, and then be like, I'm here. But I've been there. I've been there, nigga. That's what I mean. Nigga, Daffy fucking was out there getting it, was selling that gas. Daffy, that nigga Daffy got you. Daffy got money. Daffy lost his mind. You know, Daffy is, you know, most funny. Something down there. Right down there. Daffy. You ain't like green with the new Maritano. You're trying to like keeping you green, listen. You ain't getting the green like that. Like when they see this nigga to the green, man. Green. Ain't no in the green. Nigga, this nigga think he fucking super glee. They really thought he was Trap Lordian, nigga. I ain't gonna Trap Lordian, nigga. You talking about the motherfucking meatballs? You talking about the meatball jumps, the big dubs? Nigga acting like he was getting it off, nigga. You be on all of a sudden, nigga, Randy, you a Randy ass nigga. Now all of a sudden you fucking got now you making Trap Gordian in 2026. Now all of a sudden this nigga fucking super trapper, boy. This nigga ain't super trap. You ain't super trap, nigga. This nigga said he think he multiple streams of income, cash flow. You ain't cash flow positive, but you ain't super glee. You ain't got a strap right there in the bed, but you gonna sleep with your strap. You don't sleep with the strap right next to the bed, dude. You gonna wake up with the strap. You gonna go to sleep. You ain't gonna go to sleep with the strap. It's uncomfortable too when you go to sleep. You don't go to sleep with the strap. But hell no, you gonna bust yourself, nigga. I ain't really carry, nigga. There's worse. Nigga. You ain't gonna let it. You ain't gonna let it. You ain't gonna let the glee. I just rarely carry, nigga. I don't fucking carry high. I just rarely carry. It's that gas doing that shit. Cause I used to not dream either. Now I dream now. What the hell? This nigga dream about girls. I don't dream about girls, nigga. Lame ass nigga dreaming about bitches and shit. That's what's wrong with y'all niggas. Y'all too preoccupied with them hoes. Women will never dream about no bitch, nigga. What the fuck I look like? I'm a fucking gangster, nigga. That's what's wrong with y'all. Women are too, y'all niggas be obsessed with them hoes. That's why these girls act the way they act, cause y'all be fucking. That's when y'all feed them, buy them shit, nigga. Let that bitch starve. Y'all see a bitch on the street getting beat up, y'all wanna go run and save her. Y'all niggas stupid as fuck. Fuck that bitch. I don't despise them hoes. I treat them just the way you supposed to treat them. Y'all are infatuated with them. But you do nothing wrong. Because I'm a fucking P. I'm a real P. Y'all niggas are square ass, loser ass, little mama boy ass niggas. Y'all see a bitch drowning and shit, then y'all gonna go jump in the water and drown with the bitch. That's why y'all not really P. That's why y'all really P. I don't got him hard, nigga. That's the whole part right there. I'm from the streets. No, I ain't never had no heart, nigga. I'm from the streets, nigga. Nigga, oh, that's real. I'm not when five niggas is really screaming, you niggas get some duty or something. My next nigga is some PD green shit, and y'all niggas pussy. But the way I see y'all treat girls these days, boy, it sound like y'all some bitches. Yeah, I'm about to give y'all the 25 rules of being a fucking P, nigga. That's really we're really masturbation on the glee, nigga. That's another thing too, nigga. I'm really Illuminati. Y'all niggas not Illuminati like that. You know what I mean? That's why y'all be broken hearted. Y'all the ones get the broken heart because y'all put too much in the bitch, then the bitch leave y'all, then y'all be like, I wanna kill my mom. I wanna kill my mom. You singing love songs and shit. Like, well, damn. Man, now you guys think I know they're gonna be me. This nigga, I think I'll be alone with these hoes. These niggas said, you're broken out here, you're a pussy queen. You're a faggot, you're a faggot. You're a faggot queen. You mean my shorty? She all our shorties. That ain't your lazy. That's where you can still ain't learn, you young guy. Why is she not yours? She for the streets. Yeah. She not yours. She for the streets. You in love with that junk. You be like, you gonna call me tomorrow so we can go on a dinner date and I'm gonna pay for the dinner. Y'all dinner ass niggas. Yeah, you all dinner date. You wanna go on a dinner date ass nigga? Yeah, I bet you bought her something for Valentine's Day. You not a gangster. You bought that. You said you gonna be my Valentine. I got you some chocolate lattes, ass nigga. You little chocolate latte ass nigga. Chocolate, yeah. You bought. You a broke ass nigga, but if you had it, you be down. You a broke kid. You nigga, that's same thing. They didn't say that. That's what you know. They please. You can you ain't gonna do your let's go. Hey, from fucking Brooklyn to Maryland on the blood game. This nigga here, boy. This nigga fully dressed ain't going nowhere. Oh, boy. Nigga say you only live one lavish squad, ENT ass nigga, boy. Yo, bitch ass nigga. I'll get something in this drippiness. It came out the water, somebody dripped. I'm a Drippitonian. This nigga slicing it $500-$600 pair of shoes. I know it's gonna be. You ain't got that deep working. You don't want that Dior. I gave my Hardaway like Penny Hardaway. I ain't give you Hardaway like Penny Hardaway. My this nigga said he got Supreme. Man, you in this Supreme shit, dog. You gotta hate that brand. That's the most stupidest brand ever. Y'all niggas obsessed with that Supreme. Them Arab niggas don't even like y'all niggas. Y'all just about wearing nigga shit. That's who made it though. How you gonna really make shit and then don't name the shit, nigga? Oh wow for that. Yeah, you slicing them niggas and giving them niggas flavor, man. Niggas ain't got no flavor. Nigga, somebody getting y'all scamming. Now you gonna go catch bedtime over some weak ass Supreme shit.
Medic, medic, medic.
Some niggas over there committing fraudsters. You think fraudulent ass niggas, boy? God. Niggas some fucking fraudsters, boy. That was just numbers. It's just numbers. Who is Mexican? Little Mexican looking ass nigga. Little Mexican ass nigga, little Mexican looking ass nigga. You ain't even run so far right now. You think this landy ass niggas, boy. These motherfucking niggas in America think y'all everything but what it fucking is on the glee. This nigga think he fucking anti-motherfucking establishment disciplinarianism. This nigga think he from LA, Compton, New York. Bronx said this shit. Like Compton, New York, ass nigga. Right, where you from, Compton, New York? This nigga think he from every damn place. Whoa, with that motherfucker. It costs a lot of money just to drip like this. Little baby is a faggot. That nigga little baby is a faggot, nigga.
Our troops have secured more positions.
That's fucking, that ain't little baby, that's whatever his name is, Bankroll Fresh or somebody. No, it's something Freddy, something Freddy. Nigga, I'm a damn artist, nigga. I'm a fucking artist, the hottest rapper in America right now. The hottest nigga in America right now. I got 3 Billboard plaques right now, nigga. I'm the hottest nigga in America. Yeah, you see that nigga, boy. The day I went there, them niggas fucking hit me with the police, nigga. They say, hey, never seen a nigga shoot like motherfucker. You wanna be the police? You wanna come be the police with it? Like, nah. I can't do it. Boy, I fucking go. Reach at you. Nigga. When nigga you know go to the gun range and they try to hire you to be the police off the top, nigga? Them niggas like God. They said this nigga fed material, bitch. Wait, he man out here, boy, they trying to hire me at the top. I was like, nah. It's like that shit. I said, I might have should have went and joined up with them niggas, because them niggas look like they just special ops. They some special ops looking at niggas. I got them niggas trying to recruit niggas off the top. Them niggas was some killers, bro. Them niggas was like special forces. Them don't. When I was in there, you know, you seen the RoboCop when all the niggas was looking at the RoboCop. That time was when I was in there, bro. Everybody stopped what they was doing. They wanted to see who the fuck was in that joint busting like that, boy. They thought a nigga like damn. I thought that was stable. But they be like, like, I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't want to be no murdering ass nigga. They wanted me to come join up with the killers. Them niggas some killers. I didn't miss neither. If you look at that target, you don't see no bullet. Them dogs all stacked on top of each other. I shot like what, 80 rounds, nigga, all in the same spot. They was like, damn, this nigga a fucker. So cheaper. They thought I was like, I should. I'm thinking about it sometimes. I'm like, I should go be a competition shooter or some shit. I got the I got the I can get you new shiny gun, nigga. I think it's because I'm left-handed and shit. Shit, I don't like being around that shit. That shit is poisonous. I don't like being around that shit. It smells funny in there. Yeah, it smells like gunpowder. What the will they get? I don't understand why people do that shit all day and shit. I don't really like being in there. And it's loud as shit in there too. I don't like touching them cars either. That's what a mechanic is for. I'm too lavish. Good job, Ninja. Thank you. That's why I like this Battlefield shit, because the gunplay on this joint is so crispy. I'll be lighting niggas up on this joint.
Be advised, hostiles now hold more objectives.
That Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be shit. You heard it here first. That shit is trash, bro. It's gonna be a fucking white boy running around with a Spanish bitch all day. That shit gonna be dumb as fuck. Oh, you trying to? Now the online might be all right, but that's if they do it the right way. If you can't steal money from people and really rob them, that shit gonna be lame as shit. You're not gonna be able to play them online until at least a year later, nigga. That's what they did the last time. They're not gonna drop the online and the single player simultaneously. Hell yeah. I mean, you gonna waste all your money, niggas gonna be playing that shit all day with that junk, niggas gonna be running around. It might be good, it's got potential, but shit, nowadays potential ain't enough to get you out the, you know, it get you in the door, but it can't get you out the door.
The enemy have secured more objectives. Let's strike back.
Yeah, I miss being young like that when Christmas gifts used to matter. But that nigga dead, boy. It's over. Nigga, you need a friend ass nigga. Somebody give this nigga a hug. Hey, give this nigga a hug. He misses pops. He misses old head nigga. And did we lose? How he died? He had a heart attack. Dang, what happened? That bitch killed that nigga. She wanted money. That's why she sold the dog and shit. That bitch was up to something. That's what I want to. It's fucking glee, nigga. Killed that nigga. I know, that's why she got him killed. She the one that told him to go out there. You know what she did? She said, why don't you go shovel the snow? And then he did that shit because he fucking was a dumb. I like my bitches with guns. I don't trust women with guns. Nigga, fuck that bitch. That bitch. Nigga, money moving. You gonna get beat up the lady as long as they taking it. One small, you too small for me. See, you gotta catch up. You gotta catch up. I'm about to do some more right now. Just need to share that. But that was 40%. Man, tall people don't know how to fight. You was over there fighting alcoholics and shit. I'm sober now, nigga. I'm even more powerful now. But you're not sober though. I'm sober. I ain't touched no liquor or drugs in like a year. I'm fucking super shit. I'm fucking super saiyan now, nigga. I'm super saiyan now, nigga. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. And my condition is up there now. You ain't doing none of that. Oh, that's over with. Them days are over. The nigga got we're gonna have wings. And you playing around with little 15. Ain't no 20, nigga. Don't get that done. Little small ass weight, nigga. You not bleeding. Not a fucking bleeding. This nigga got it in the corner and shit. Oh, little glee, baby glee ass nigga. Fine, you said weak, and you barely picking that joint up now. Look at him, he's struggling already. Nigga ain't glee, and you only got one jump. Where's the second one? What is what do you feel it? So we just short way down here. I know about one thing fuck me going on. I'm fucking sad. All the way down, all the way up. That ain't all the way, turn them fucking palms upwards. Turn me. Yeah, now be all the way down. Yeah, now be all the way down. Now be down. Look, I ain't gonna be waiting there. It's a song. It's a song. Nigga, all the way down. All the way down. No, all the way resting. All the way up. All the way down. All the way up. All the way down. All the way up. All the way down. Come on, I'm getting something in numbers that I'm wondering. I'm sorry, being a motherfucking manila. I'm gonna put it in the kill ass by accident. This nigga chest out is bad. Look like people hit that nigga. Crack and rock. Hit that nigga with that crack and rock. I'm gonna get me some Subway. Cut me a foot long. $5 foot long. With all the fixings and shit. So yeah, I like all that shit. I like the mayonnaise. Give me the honey mustard. Give me the ranch. Give me the Indian, sweet Indian. Give me the sriracha, whatever Southwest sriracha shit. No, I don't like that. I take the cucumbers though. I don't want that either. No jalapenos. Give me lettuce, tomato, onion, cucumber. I don't like olives on my food. Olives taste funny. Olives taste like cigarette smoke. I don't know what the fuck olives are, bro. Yeah, I get that with the crispy Italian herb cheese. No. That's way up the street, man. That was gonna bring it home when she called me on the phone. Oh yeah, and I like with the 2 chips, give me 2 plain chips. They're good. Then I like to crush some of the chips into my shit and scrape up the sauce. Chips, nigga.
Be advised, you're exiting the combat zone.
Yo, Salisbury steak is gross. Eating that fucking horse meat. Nigga eating horse meat. That Salisbury steak got every piece of meat in the whole barn and that, you know, everything they just throw this to the beer there. This nigga got Salisbury horse meat. This nigga eating Salisbury steak noodles. Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes. That's the shit that be in the TV dinner on the mop. Yeah, that's some Salisbury mop. You be eating Salisbury mop. Nigga, you got some sardines and pork and beans on the mop. Sardines and pork and beans, head ass. Nigga, I am the gas. Nigga, I am the gas. Here. Alabama. They go over there rocking and shit. Nigga ain't even going all the way up and down. This nigga. I'm getting like Leech out the swing. He's swinging the waist and shit. I thought Sparrow taught you good form. Yeah, niggas was bodybuilding at like fucking on 3rd grade elementary. Niggas was bodybuilding. That's why niggas so strong for real. Niggas was in there fucking as kids playing around with the weight.
We take any more casualties and this fight's over.
I got smoke though. I gotta smoke a blunt for me. Smoke for me. That's. Dude, niggas are low lives. I was the lowest of the low. Was the lowest of the low. I was a fucking trap lordian. That devil's lettuce, nigga. I used to stay smoking the devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce with the devil nectar. With the devil's nectar and the devil lettuce, nigga. Smoking up for all the generations. When you know about With the probably those super bullets, nigga. Also, they're super glees. We will stick up the 007 glees with the fucking hollow tip fucking manslayers. You see, nickel plate is good thing. Nickel plated, nigga. I couldn't hear you with the blind pound. Right here. I was the one that pistol contract. So it's like it. Yeah, bro. Got an exclusive Jones, boy. Come on, the only thing is you should have bought that revolver, dog. I fucking had the chance to buy this mean ass revolver. That jump was the smoothest. It was the smoothest shooting fucking revolver I ever felt in my life, bro. I should have brought that jump. That jump was so smooth, dog. That was the Ruger match. If you ever get your hand on a Ruger match, dog, the match champion, the Ruger match champion. That judge is trash. That Ruger match will annihilate that gun. The trigger on that gun was so smooth. When I was at the gun store, that nigga was like, pull the trigger. It's like, this is a revolver. When I pulled it, I was like, this gun was fucking mean. That ain't fucking gun. I think they like fought with it. They like found it down because it was for competition shooting. But that don't shoot the 357 on that joint, the 357 Magnum and or whatever. There's two different Magnum rounds. That joint, boy, that 357 Ruger match champion, dog, that joint is mean as shit. That revolver is fucking crazy. Yeah.
Secured more objectives.
Hell yeah, that joint had the wood, the whole grip, the same grip that I got on my Sig Sauger. They had the motherfucking joint on the Ruger, dog. That grip is like a hand grip, like they put your fingers in the grip type joint. That joint had a mean grip on that joint. And it fit my hand perfectly, dog. That jump, man, I should have got that jump. That's the gun that got away. That's the one that got away. I should have brought that jump. I thought I was gonna be back. After then, I stopped getting in and started buying guns. I should have brought that jump. I was. Hell yeah, nigga! I brought all the fucking 5 machines and big machines on the nigga. Bitcoin is down like shit. If you mad at shit, somebody pay me in Bitcoin right about now. Bitcoin crashing this shit, nigga. That shit worthless, nigga. Pay me in cash. Hell yeah, I make money today. I trade every day. I'm a day trader. Hell yeah, nigga. And I'm not. I walked outside today. It was trippy walking outside. It was fucking dog shit everywhere. I said these fucking crackers don't fucking pick up after they dogs. That's because that shit is demeaning. I'll take it.
The enemy now control more objectives.
But you talking about isolation? Most people can't handle isolation. Yeah, alright, nigga. The only thing you gonna see is a bunch of aliens off that zone. You don't even worry about the water. You leave the water alone. Got a life raft. Oh, that's COVID. All right, 2024. Where would? Yeah, go anywhere. Yeah. I've been everywhere. See, that's the difference. When I was out and about, I went as far as Hagerstown. I used to drive to Baltimore in like 15 minutes. So I don't have no real need to go nowhere. Any place I'd go now would be like to the moon or some shit. So it's no different. I was just not thinking it ain't like it. Oh, let go. And I'm an immortal, so it ain't like I'm gonna die. Like, I don't die. Because I got something I'm focused on. Like. So yeah, I put myself in punishment. It'll be alright, but you ain't missing much. Remember, plus my house is decked up, like, you know, it'd be different if maybe I was living, but I live like a king already, so it ain't like I'm missing out on nothing. My TV huge, I got surround sound. I got like 50 goddamn computers. Now I work online, so I don't even gotta go get money online. It's all organic. That's my collection. That's my baby.
Our troops have secured Tango.
That'll probably be my new third car, because I remember I was on the market for a truck, but that Blackwing is so nice, bro. I'm gonna have to get that job. Why y'all? That's the thing that's interesting to me. They have y'all so conditioned as Americans to trade in your cars to get another car. I rarely hear anybody say they're just gonna get another car. Like, I don't need to trade in my cars. I already own all those cars. Why would I trade them in? I don't pay car notes. I own all them cars, so I don't pay car notes. So, I'm gonna book the car as all of them. Yeah, I do. I do. Oh yeah, that's the only thing now. That's how I'm about to get my mansion. The mansion will have like 6 cars. Like that. That's the next time you'll see me out running around the streets is when I'm in the mansion. Other than that, I'm just gonna sit down. You gotta sit down till you come up on Blood Game. That's I thought about that a lot. On the Glee. I thought it would be later. I just looked at that clock. I feel like I ended my day early and shit.
We have secured Echo. remaining objectives are your target. Basic position stated on the marked objective. Hostiles have established position on all objectives.
Need a medic!
We need to defend the marked objective. Defend that point. Get moving. Hostile attack on Bundle Charlie. We now hold more objectives. Secure all. Take full control of the battlefield. Stay on target. We have neutralized objective Echo.
Contact sniper! Objective mark, support Delta.
We are engaging objective advised, enemy forces have captured Charlie.
We now control objective Echo. Attention! Objective Charlie has been seized by hostiles.
That motherfucking thing.
now you can only collect the offering.
Oh.
Oh, that's.
Oh, shot from behind. Man. How's your ankle?
My ankle's pretty good right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good actually. I'm not even thinking about it today. No, I think that's where you place yours.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I'm so in love with it. Oh. Let's go for a spot again before the season is over. I don't think we've had spot all season.
Why do you thought? I feel it. I don't know.
Have we?
Happy New Year.
Oh. Boy, he's gonna take a fucking break. Hell no.